You never know. Some people just didn't get caught. I was telling Devin we should talk about the uh, Monday Night Raw Netflix thing too, and see about like I think it'll transition more companies and sports to stream on Netflix
Right.
if it does well.
Damn, I definitely want to get this resolution. Yeah, we're live.
The whole entire thing. Oh, the squeak.
Okay.
Yeah, tweaking.
Yo, what up? What up? What up? What is good, people? What is good, everybody? Yes, we got. Well, same crib. We actually got a setup. Still working on it, but hey, we getting there. Oh, let me turn myself down. That was the last sound check I had to do, but definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Yeah, we are early. We got a very lengthy episode. Pause. Mad pause. Definitely a lot to talk about. We got some basketball stuff and B going off for 70. Cat put up 62 points in an L. That's crazy. You can't put up 62 points in an L. But before we get into it, man, y'all know I love hitting y'all with these questions, bro. So this question was actually asked by not Clutch Sport. It was Clasher Sports. I follow them on YouTube. So the question of the day was who's mostly to blame for the Bills' loss to the Chiefs? Now, 4 picks. You got Sean McDermott, Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, and lastly, Tyler Bass. Blaming a kicker is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, but hey, it's crazy. But definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. We actually about to get right into it. Do we want to start off with our hot takes, or did y'all want to? Actually, are there any more hot takes? Because
we're getting down to it. No, I mean,
yeah. Any upsets, or we just did the script activate?
I think I'm just going to throw it out there. I think that the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, I think
it's looking like it. Honestly,
it's getting a little too sweaty, and it's just getting a little too predictable.
It's getting too dicey.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Well, not only just that, it's just I don't know. Can you see the NFL passing up an opportunity to have her in the stadium?
Oh, of course. No, they wouldn't pass that junk.
They would not. They would
Heck
not. There's no way.
So that's so much lost money in their pocket.
There's so much money out there.
Rev? Oh, Taylor Swift in the football now? I keep hitting the wrong button on my laptop. Oh, Taylor Swift in the football? She this and that? Oh, that's too much cash.
Yeah.
Oh, every time. She got more effort. Taylor Swift.
Usher? No.
Oh, God.
It's Usher. Usher's doing it, yeah.
Jeez.
She's gonna be singing along to a song, and there's gonna be Where's Usher at? Oh, he left. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think there's too much of a cash opportunity for the NFL.
Oh, 100%.
And not only that, it was a big game. It was on a Sunday prime time, but I think it was the most watched divisional round game ever.
Definitely.
Something like 40.
Oh yeah, 42
million.
Yeah, mil. Yeah.
Which it's a Sunday night, so I mean, obviously that's usually a prime time for that, but. It's Bills Chiefs, so like there was a lot of factors, but
Miles, did we switch? Yeah, bro. I mean, hey, still same place, man. Just condensed it. I'm still working on the setup, so definitely looking to just expand a little bit more, make a little bit more room. So like if we ever have guests or stuff, but it's just, I mean, we comfy. That's all that matters, really. We comfy.
And we can add stuff to this back here at some point. So
definitely getting the room worked out, man. I don't know where to start, fellas. Did y'all have anything y'all want to talk about? I mean, we got time today.
Trying to think of
any.
I know. Let me see if there's anything that popped up.
I mean, because for me, I know it was because obviously we're gonna talk about the games. We can talk a little bit about the NBA. It's been quiet besides everybody putting up career highs.
All in one night.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's weird. What Was there anything in baseball?
The Hall of Fame just dropped.
Okay, that's what I saw, and nothing too crazy in hockey. We'll talk about that World Wrestling Entertainment deal. Ronnie just brought that up.
Yeah. No more coordinators for us.
Oh yeah, yeah. We'll talk about that too. Thank God. I mean, see ya. Yeah, get them out of there. And then we'll probably well, actually, you know, we can also do. We can also talk about like the stuff that we've been putting off that we wanted to bring up during the season.
That's true.
As well.
Yeah, since we're already here and we got a little more time.
Because I know there's a lot of stuff that we've been passing off because we wanted to sit down and talk about it.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess the WWE deal. Just
Yeah.
bring it up.
Yeah.
God, correct me. Something billion. I think 8 billion.
I actually pulled it up right here.
Right? It sounds high, but I think it was 8 billion.
Oh, it was a crazy deal. All right, so for those who don't know, our wrestling fans, as we know, the WWE has always been televised. Monday Night Raw was always on USA Today or USA Network, USA Today, and then SmackDown used to jump from. I think one point it was like TBS.
So it was on UPN.
UPN back in the day.
Then it went to CW because they had a merger.
Yeah.
Then it went somewhere. Where was the other one?
I think it went back to Fox because now I think it's on.
Oh, when we were kids, it was on Sci-Fi.
Yeah, it was on
Sci-Fi, yep. And then it went to Fox. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they've pretty much.
Yeah, it went to Sci-Fi for a little bit.
Yeah, it was on Sci-Fi. This was like 06,
actually ECW was on Sci-Fi.
ECW was on Sci-Fi too. Yeah,
it was on Sci-Fi
so
for
weird.
True TV?
No, never did.
Never did True TV.
UFC was on True. And then some other channel. Spike TV had a lot of wrestling.
Spike TV, Monday Night Raw.
Spike TV was on TNA.
Sunday night, yeah, TNA. Sunday Night Heat was on that too.
Growing up, it was always UPN and Spike for me, and then they started obviously companies merging everything. Mm-hmm. But no, this is a big time contract.
Definitely,
like I said, 8 billion.
Yes.
I was talking about, a lot of people are talking about this opening up the doors, and like it's not a conventional sport, but opening the doors like the NFL, NBA, streaming on Netflix only. Yeah,
because I mean that's what's already happening with NBA. Everything's moving to the NBA app now, so if you don't pay for that,
then you're kind of out of
luck. And
people are complaining about it. I saw a bunch of people going, "Oh, I have to pay to watch it." Well, yeah, you have to pay to watch a lot of things now.
Right, which is true, but it's getting away from just your typical cable television. Yes. So now most of and that's actually going to increase packages like when you sign up for cable and stuff.
Well, the thing I worry about, though, specifically with streaming services, is the price is ticking up.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So it's like, oh, WWE fans are subscribing to Netflix now. Well, let's tick that up to $2 because they're not going to subscribe for anything else.
Exactly.
So we might start, when you start combining these streaming services.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to start costing as much as cable. Because you're going to have to subscribe for Peacock.
Basically, Peacock,
for the exclusive
Paramount.
Yeah.
Weren't they talking about streaming the Super Bowl at one point?
That's been brought up, which would be.
That would be.
It wouldn't surprise me in the next 5 years that the Super Bowl was on like Peacock.
I give it like 2 more years, and we'll be watching all of our sports on streaming apps.
Oh, yeah, more than cable. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah. If you start adding them up, because you know these prices are going to uptick.
Yeah.
Then you got Hulu. They might put stuff on Hulu. It's just
they're basically forcing us to get these streams. Yep. So Raw will be on Netflix coming January 2025. For those pro wrestling fans who are junkies, better save some cash for your Netflix account. Yeah.
I will not. I do not care enough to subscribe to it.
I mean, that's why I got YouTube, because I see all the highlights on YouTube.
That's really all you need sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, unless it's a pay-per-view event, because they've been actually streaming a lot of WrestleMania events on Peacock anyway. So it's like, if you already got it, then you could use it.
Yeah, but that's
Stream East.
Well, we don't want to bring that name. We don't want that. Yeah, we don't want that to get taken down. We need that.
Who use Stream East?
Yeah, what is that? I've never even heard of that.
I don't know. That's Stream East.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if this goes well for WWE though, they've kind of had an uptick lately. I feel like it's getting back to, I wouldn't say to like the 90s period. I don't think it's ever going to hit that.
Oh no.
It's hit a little more mainstream.
Yeah.
It's got its legs a little bit more.
Right.
So I mean, if it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, it's gonna look bad for them. That's
Mm.
a lot of money to go
It
into.
was definitely a drought. What, like 2, 3 years
Oh
ago?
yeah, no one was talking about that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, it was dead.
yeah,
Like Roman was literally carrying the franchise. I mean, he literally had to because it was COVID.
yeah.
And then after that, just got a new, like, all the people that they released came back,
Mm-hmm.
tried it at what was it?
Well, it was like
AEW. Then that didn't work out, so then they went back to
yeah, when they
WWE.
weren't getting used, they moved back. Yeah.
Vince finally left. Triple
Mm-hmm.
H came back, and then now it just opened up the.
Well, to go hand in hand with that Netflix deal too, The Rock got put onto the board for the
Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So TKO controls both the UFC and WWE,
Mm-hmm.
which is a good thing for both companies because
Right,
they've also faltered in popularity.
right.
So if they happen to get their legs under them, then yeah, we could see an uptick in both of them. But
So basically, make a long story short, this is things to come in the near future.
yeah,
So
it's a nice. I don't know what you would call it. It's definitely a trial period to see
right,
if it's going to take the next step or
yeah.
not. So
I mean, because the NFL had a trial period with Peacock moving the Chiefs Dolphins game. Peacock.
yeah,
Dang! So we got our first vote. Apparently, it was Stephon Diggs' fault with that drop. What was it, that 78
yeah,
yard bomb? I mean,
it is.
It was.
But it's also Stephon Diggs.
I throw it more on the coach
I
because
mean,
you chose to go very pass heavy, but then the run was obviously working in your favor. So you pulled a Philly. Oh, the
yeah.
run's working? Oh, let's pass the ball.
I'm not trying to be the cop out man here, but they all deserve blame.
They did start to stop that run though.
Oh, they did?
At the end, as close to the end, they kind of figured it out. Like they did.
Oh, yeah, they were getting stuffed. Yeah, they were getting stuffed.
Josh Allen at the end, everyone's probably seen that. He had a check down that was for, what was it,
Yeah,
10,
he-
15
he
yards
did
before
have
the
that-
field goal?
He
Yeah.
did have the receiver wide open, and he did almost get it there, but I think his lineman got pushed back into him, so he couldn't like, take a full step.
Right. Right.
Yeah, and I'll also place blame, and I know they're not in the vote, but the defense.
I mean,
They weren't. I mean, that's not a very potent offense, and I know they're banged up.
I mean, but bro, they're banged up.
I know.
They're probably
their linebacking
Bro-
core was down to like
bro.
scrubs.
I'm pretty sure that defense is on practice squad.
yes, there were some dudes that were on
Yeah.
practice squad they had to call up, and then they were
Yeah.
getting hurt.
Yeah.
Von Miller did absolutely no favors for them all year.
I mean, but Vaughn, I mean, he had all that off the field stuff. I
He-
mean, it's not an
he
excuse.
did,
I'm
no.
just saying, like, he's really a shell of himself.
And we'll talk about later what the Bills' offseason outlook looks like because they
Yeah.
have a lot of decisions to make.
Oh, and then we could talk about the schedules.
Yes,
I
we gotta talk about the
forgot.
schedules.
Yeah, I totally forgot
We
to
talked
bring
about
that
last
up.
time. The Bills have a lot of decisions to make, and speaking of Von Miller, he's owed somewhere in the neighborhood, I think, of 17 to 18 million next year. Does that production warrant even half of that?
Cap
No.
hell.
They're in cap hell.
Yeah, because we were talking about that's why they barely got Leonard Fournette on. I mean, well, apparently because of his conditioning, but I'm just
Yeah,
they could have signed anybody if they wanted to. Oh yeah,
it's bad when you can't.
In practice?
yeah.
Yeah,
He'd squat the goddamn house.
yeah. So we'll talk about that too because this offseason they have like no choice; they have to.
Mm-hmm.
They're 30 or 40 million over the cap. I think Diggs and Miller. They said if they could get rid of them and move them off that contract, then they're in better shape. Josh Allen might have to restructure, but like this team that they've fielded obviously can't get past Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
So and you're in cap hell, so you have to make a move, and that's like I said, trading Diggs, drafting receiver.
I feel unfortunately because of their situation, I feel like they weren't able to get over the hump. So if they had like a healthy defense, that they would.
I think it would have been a different game.
Just had like 3 people go down that game.
Yeah, I mean, and they lost their key people like within the first 5
Yeah.
weeks of that, like Trey White, Milano. I know there's another one too, Micah Hyde.
Micah Hyde went
Because
down.
he was in and out the lineup a lot.
Hoyer might have got hurt a couple times. He's always off. He's
Yeah,
banged up.
I mean, but he was really the only one down there besides and Deion Dawkins is the lineman.
Yes.
So I'm thinking about somebody else.
Um,
Yeah, I'm thinking about
Yeah.
one of the defensive linemen.
I don't think they had Gabe Davis that game.
Oh no, yeah, nah.
You see Gabe Davis at the end?
Mm-hmm.
He's not coming back.
Yeah.
They were walking off the field and someone was chirping at him and he was like about to walk up to the stands and do that. Who was the dude that punched the Philly fan that was in the crowd? Wasn't it Buffalo?
Oh
It was
yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah, yeah,
situation.
yeah.
Like he
Yep.
started walking, someone
Yeah, the
said something to
Buffalo, yeah,
Gabe.
Buffalo fan, yeah,
Gabe turned around and was like, "Oh,
Buffalo player went to
yeah,
go confront Philly
yeah,
fan.
that's what it
Yeah,
was."
yep.
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I don't think Gabe Davis is coming back because I don't know if it was a Bills fan, but
Mm-hmm.
they were at home, so I'm assuming it was. Um,
Had to be.
yeah.
And then Pat Mahomes is getting pelted by all that snow, trying to dap somebody up. I'm not mad at that.
Dude, I guess it was a kid in the stands that had his jersey on, and he went to go up to him,
Oh,
and
did
they were
he?
just like, "No,
Oh
no,
man.
yeah."
No, I think he threw him a third one.
I know Pacheco did
Oh
to one
yeah,
of the kids.
try
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh man.
They started that right after he missed the kick.
yeah,
Oh, even on the sideline because they started waving at
Mm-hmm.
him.
Kelsey did that too. He was doing the bye bye.
Shout out to Jason Kelsey. That man was turned in Buffalo. That man got in the press box, no shirt on.
He was drinking with the Buffalo Bills.
I know.
I know.
No shirt on, hopping out.
He was going
Yes.
crazy.
Had a beanie on, everything. Said bump it, bro.
Now this is a non-conversation. I'm just gonna bring it up there just to make conversation out of it.
Uh-huh.
Do you guys have a problem with him wearing a Chiefs beanie?
I mean, this is fam.
I think there might have been 2 Eagles fans on there out of like 500 that were in the comments that had a problem with it. So screw 'em.
I mean, these are the same Eagles fans that had an issue with AJ Brown wearing a Kansas City Royals hat after the Super Bowl last year. And bro was just like, bro, I'm not even thinking about it. I just went with the style. I was just like,
That's not a big deal. Yeah, you wear half the matches. It's
You talked about it a lot. People are, you from New York?
yeah.
right.
I try to avoid wearing sports teams I'm not a fan of because it always results in a conversation with someone.
Yeah.
How you feel about them this year? I don't care about them this year.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
That's why.
Last year with Jason, right after the game, we beat San Francisco, and then Kansas City played after Philly, and then right after he took off his jersey, went to the bar and put on a Kansas City sweatshirt to go cheer on his brother.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, what is bro supposed to do? Not not support his.
brother,
Yeah. Nah. Folks are weird like that. Oh yeah. Oh, I mean, I get it. We're passionate, but there's a line between passion and just straight delusion.
I think it was Pat McAfee said something about
Mhm.
Baltimore fans and like blue collar.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like they're either yelling at the other team if they're winning, or if we're losing, they're yelling at you.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Like same with Philly.
Yeah. Same with Philly. We'll cheer you on, winning, losing. Oh, you won't hear the end of it.
And that goes back to kind of like having a thick skin. I was going to say like the mentality of it, but if you can't play in those conditions, in those situations, you can't handle it. Like I think Mac Jones got broken a lot because he was getting zappy chants at him when he was on the field and he felt like he was worthless. Because if you can't handle it, then same thing. It's all that upper north end region.
Right.
You got to be able to play up there.
Definitely.
You got to be able to take the heat in the kitchen if you're not doing well.
Baltimore, Buffalo, New England, Philly. Who else?
I mean, Washington's up there, but they're not really that.
Jets and Giants fans. Oh god.
Yeah, I'm about to say both of them.
Yeah. The same thing with Zach Wilson. I don't know if he has the mentality to play a bit.
Pittsburgh,
I would say. Yeah.
Pittsburgh
for sure. And that's the thing is like whether we love those teams or we hate them as like fans of an opposing team, I do respect all the fans that show up
definitely.
there.
Oh yes.
All the Steelers fans that showed up in Buffalo.
Sub-zero temperatures, getting snowed on, and their team's playing like trash.
Like those Buffalo fans, I mean, give them credit. They went out there and shoveled snow.
I feel bad too because they shoveled snow and then they just
got bounced again.
Got robbed.
Yeah. Shoveled snow for 2 weeks.
Yeah, just for them to just wow. So I pulled up the schedule. I looked for several schedule layouts. I guess I'll go one by one for the teams. They have them broken down by conference. I'll just point out the notable matchups instead of going like one by one. So here's some big games to look out for in the 2024 season. So we have the 49ers at the Bills. We have the Ravens at the Cowboys. Again, we have the Cowboys at the 49ers.
Oh, nice. They get them, so.
You're right. Or actually, no, we don't play them this year.
Suck. All right.
They turned it back a little bit.
Then we have the Dolphins at the Browns, the Bengals at the Chiefs,
Ooh.
in the rematch, the Rams at the Lions. So we get that rematch. Barring Matthew Stafford still plays.
Which I think he will. I don't think he wants to go out like that.
Right.
Someone brought up an interesting point. I don't remember who it was. I think it was a podcast. When Stafford got rung and everyone was like he was concussed, then he got up and started holding his arm. I do think, or it was like his ribs, arm, like midsection area. Someone said that he might have been faking that because he knew if he acted like he was out, they would have pulled him.
Right.
And I don't put that past him, knowing how he is. I'd say his ribs probably did hurt, but I think he knew he was concussed, and I think if he showed any signs of that, they would have pulled him.
Right.
And he was not going down for that playoff game, so he's the last of like a dying breed.
Oh yeah, 100%.
There's not any. There are no quarterbacks in that anymore.
100%.
I mean, if he had like in the mindset to like grab your ribs and fake a concussion,
yeah,
concussion was.
He was definitely out of it.
It's like, oh, dude.
Right.
But when he was on his back, though, his eyes were just like, they were like.
Didn't he get stepped on?
He got stepped on, I think. So I do think he really did get stepped on and hurt there.
Yeah.
But I feel like he just played that up more, so they focused on that instead of his head.
Got it. Yeah, because I remember bro was laid out and then stomp. I was like, oh, shit.
Because Detroit defense.
Oh, yeah.
They beat up.
Yeah.
Baker, too.
They did.
There's one play where, like, Aiden Hutchinson, not even touched.
Yeah.
Just off the line.
That O-line, which has been solid for him, and I know we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
It failed Baker.
Yeah.
Horribly. And I know it's Detroit, but.
And shout out to Todd Bowles for having a timeout to spare.
Didn't use
it, and you let them just walk off.
He has Michael Badgley, who.
Yes.
Overall, if you look at his record, he was cut a couple teams. He was cut from Detroit last year. What's to say he doesn't miss that field goal? That was a 48, 49-yard field goal.
I mean,
you don't make it, right? You end up in midfield. You're down by 8 with like 40 seconds left. You have no timeouts, but Baker's played well. That's crazy. And it's not a preseason game.
Right.
It's the playoffs. What's the worst that's going to happen? They're going to go, why'd he call a timeout? Then it's already over.
Exactly.
Screw you. I'm going to try.
I don't think Todd Bowles comes back.
And I also...
Bro, what? You lost the game.
I don't think Todd Bowles has any more excuses because he's that kind of coach, and I don't know what it is about him. He kind of reminds me of just like, I wouldn't say Jalen Hurts, but I never see passion out of him. I see
he's more of the
like schematics. Like
I want to say that
he is. He's more of like technical, analytical.
I'd say he pulls a page more out of Bill's book with the being stoic.
Yeah, that's what I think it is.
So it's just more so like don't let him see. And I understand too. I mean, it's a good strategy.
He's a good football mind, but I don't know. Your teams tend not to get over the hump.
Right.
And when did he coach New York? Was that?
Ooh,
that was the QB weather. Was that?
Ooh, are we talking Jets?
Yeah.
Henny? No, not Henny.
No, when was that?
Darnold? Not Darnold.
I think it was. It might have been Darnold.
It had to because that was a while ago. Think so. 15,
when
16?
Did he? Who?
Darnold?
No, he came in with.
That's been 7, 8.
He didn't come in with Rosen, did he? It wasn't that long ago.
No, I think he came in. I think he was there with Rosen.
So Bowles was there for 3 years, from 15 to 18.
Okay.
And
so they did, and they got Darnold.
Let me see.
I swear it was 16. It had to be with Rosen. Because I remember that draft class was trash.
Darnold came in 8, so the last year.
18?
Bowles was there.
Wow.
Which, he got picked 3rd overall, but who was in that class? That was Baker, Josh Allen, Rosen, and Lamar. That was the whole.
Oh, got it. Okay.
And that's when Josh said that he had 9 mistakes ahead of him.
Right.
Where's that guy at? His 6'7" ass is probably bagging groceries. Josh Rosen.
Oh.
Yeah, when Arizona picked me, he was like, 9 mistakes ahead of me.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
You just wait.
Yeah, bro, yeah.
Huh? God bless him. I mean, he wasn't dealt a good hand there, but
right. Ooh. Still, bro should have just took the. Bro should have just played and shut up. God. Oh shoot! All right, so we'll start with the AFC East. So the Bills play, besides the rivals. I won't go over divisional rivals because, of course. Mm-hmm. So the Bills at home, they played the Jags, the Titans, the Chiefs, the Cardinals, and the 49ers. And away, they play the Texans, the Colts, the Ravens, the Rams, the Seahawks, and Lions. So that's
a tough schedule.
That's a tough ass schedule. That's
an awful schedule.
That's a tough schedule. So we'll go with the Dolphins again. Besides divisional teams, they also play the Jags, the Titans, the Rams, the Cardinals, and 49ers. So a lot of them will play those same divisions.
Matching, yeah.
But away, they play Texans, Colts, Browns, Rams, Seahawks, and Packers. So that's also a tough schedule.
Dolphins have it a little easier than Buffalo. Right.
And we'll also talk about Tennessee hiring the Bengals OC. Yes, because I saw that today or yesterday. Fuck, I don't remember. All right, so Ronnie, your team, which you already know, besides your divisional rivals, you guys play the Texans, the Colts, the Chargers, the Rams, and the Seahawks at home. Your away games are the Bengals, Titans, Jags, 49ers, Cardinals, and Bears.
That is not an awful schedule with a good, decently fielded team.
So with Draw Mayo being first-year head coach, would you over under 500 with this schedule?
Depends on who. If they draft a quarterback first overall, and they are able to field a decent weapon category,
so
I would say I'm going to give them, with my faith in them, and I think they'll make the right decisions. I'll give them 9-8 with that schedule.
Cap, I'm fine.
I think so. I mean, some of those teams could get worse. Yeah. I don't have a lot of faith in the Seahawks. They play the Cardinals.
Yeah.
The Bears. What if they don't draft Caleb and they keep Fields and he sucks?
Right. That's true. Seahawks no Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Gino didn't really sell me this year very much. He got hurt a couple times. I think that's not a bad schedule.
Ooh.
Yeah. Mr. Locke, yeah. Put it on.
So
but, yeah, I'm okay with that.
So for A-Rod's return, besides divisional rivals, again, Texans, Colts, Broncos, Rams, and Seahawks all at home. The Jets away games are Jags, Titans, Steelers, Cardinals, 49ers, and Vikings.
Damn, they lucked out.
Yeah, they definitely.
The Jets lucked out.
What
pick do they have?
Jets are 8 or 9.
Yeah, they got top 10.
Yeah,
they got top 10 pick. Yeah, so they really about to run off. Yeah, they really about to. So they're gonna keep the same offense, defense, and they're just gonna.
They have no issues on the defense. Really, they could draft Brock Bowers.
Yeah.
They could draft a good O-lineman. There's so many O-linemen in this draft.
Tight end.
They would if they go tight end. They already have Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
You supplement a couple other pieces on there.
Jeez,
that could be a dangerous team.
So the Ravens at home, besides their divisional rivals, they play the Broncos, the Raiders, Bills, Eagles, and Commanders. Yeah, we play them at home.
Ooh.
The away, they play the Chiefs, Chargers, Texans, Cowboys, Giants, and Bucks. So
the Ravens. Ooh.
Last time we played them, I think. Oh no, it had to be. Oh no, this was when we still had Carson in them.
I was gonna say, I don't think you guys have played them since you got Jalen.
Wow.
It's been since we had Carson.
Well, it's the same thing with the Patriots. When did you last time? Besides this year, I think it had been a couple of years
since we played y'all.
Yeah,
Super Bowl.
That was it, right? Yeah. So that's even. They were like cycling.
Yeah, last time we played them was
regular season.
Last time we played them in regular
unless it was like a 20, might have been.
I don't remember playing y'all when we had Carson.
We definitely haven't played you since you guys had Jalen.
Right.
It might have been the Super Bowl.
I think it was the Super Bowl because
that would have been February 17th.
Yeah.
Unless we played.
Because we were trashed those games like after Carson or not after like when he was still there, but
no, the Super Bowl, it was the 17 Super Bowl, so it was played in 18.
Mm-hmm.
So unless we played you guys in the 18 or 19 season,
I don't think we've.
No, I don't think no.
Not that I can remember.
So they're cycling back through.
Yeah, 2019. And we still had Carson on the.
Where was that at? That was in Philly, right?
Oh, I think I remember. Was that the? I think this was in Philly when Aguilar dropped that freaking back end zone touchdown pass. No, I think that was against the Colts.
I don't think that was against us.
No, I think that was against.
We won that game. I'm trying to remember what happened in that game though. It's just like escaping my mind.
No, because I thought it was one time. I remember Carson lined up that pass. Aguilar had it right in the breadbasket
and dropped it.
Back end zone.
Yeah, you guys won.
Yeah, because that was the year.
We were 4-7.
Oh yeah, we were.
That was the year we had a really good record, and then the Titans bounced us in the first round.
We still had like the Ghost of Shady.
No, not in 2019. No. West was gone by then. Shady was gone by then. Shady was playing in. No, West left in like 16 or 15.
17-10. Sorry, we were 5-5. You guys were 9-1.
Oh yeah, we were.
We were like y'all's 9-1.
Yeah,
fraudulent.
Yeah, we were.
Awful team.
Jesus.
Philip Dorsett, dude, was catching.
Good lord.
Nick Folk, 39-yard field goal. Nick Folk, 22-yard field goal.
That sounds about right, man.
Good God,
dude, I miss Nick Folk. Yeah, that was So they're cycling back through. Thank God, some fresh matchups.
Fuck it.
2 of them.
Jeez. Okay, so the Bengals at home, besides their divisional rival, they play the Broncos, the Raiders, the Patriots, the Eagles, and the Commanders. But away, they play the Chiefs, Chargers, Titans, Cowboys, Giants, and Panthers.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of these teams are getting layups.
Yeah. I mean...
And we have to see how the offseason unfolds, but...
I mean, because... So the Bengals, so Broncos, Raiders, depends on how Antonio Pierce does.
Yeah.
Patriots, it really depends on Gerard Mayo.
Depends on a lot, yeah.
Eagles, hey, that's
up in the air.
Dead ass. It really is. and then Commanders. I mean, we'll
see.
Yeah.
They're not bad.
Yeah, they're on the come up.
Because it's either Caleb or Drake May right now.
They are literally one quarterback away from contending. All right. Then the Cleveland Browns, besides their divisional rivals, they play the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Dolphins, Cowboys, and Giants. But away, they play the Broncos, Raiders, Jags, Eagles, Commanders, and Saints. So they got a tough schedule. Because, the Browns. Yeah.
That'll be a good Eagles-Browns would be a good game.
Yeah, that'll be that's a tough-ass schedule because you got the Chiefs, Dolphins, Cowboys, and then, of course, your divisional rivals. And then Eagles, I want to say Jags, but how they
I don't think Calvin Ridley's coming back. I think he's going to get paid somewhere else.
I think he'll come back.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he'll come back. I mean, he's wide receiver number. I mean, besides Captain Kirk, I mean, there's no reason for him to leave. That's true. You literally have like the best offense you could ask for and a real good quarterback. I mean, unless someone
offers him more, I think he's going to chase the money right now. But
I mean, you're right as well. I just think like there's no reason for you to.
There's no reason for him not to come back. No, right. And this season he was very streaky, so I don't know who was paying him a lot. You guys saw it because I know you paid attention to the Jags games. Yeah. He dropped a lot, but he made a lot of catches. Yeah. So
he always had over 100 yards a game.
Yeah.
In some instances, but he always got his. All right, and then next it will be the Steelers. So at home they play the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Giants, Jets, and Cowboys. Wow, they got And away they play the Broncos, the Raiders, the Colts, the Eagles, the Commanders, and Falcons.
Okay, the away games besides Philly is not bad. That's decently soft.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They really only have to worry about their divisional rivals, the Chiefs. Dare I say the freaking Cowboys and the Eagles.
Who, Bill? Yeah. If Bill goes.
Yeah.
We'll have to talk about that too, because.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's at a stalemate right now. Yeah.
Okay, so now the Texans. Now we're in the AFC South. At home, they play, besides divisional rivals chat, they play Bills, Dolphins, Ravens, Bears, and Lions. Jeez.
Ooh.
Bills, Dolphins, Raiders.
Ravens. Sorry.
Ravens, Bills, Lions.
And then away they play the Patriots, Chiefs, Packers, Vikings, Cowboys. Good God. They really
Okay, CJ.
yeah. I'm gonna have to look at a strength of schedule. They haven't posted that yet.
Shout out to the Cowboys, by the way.
For
Tainted Mike.
And Dak.
oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, appreciate y'all for that. Appreciate y'all for that. Yeah, they said, we came up short in the playoffs. Let's run that shit back.
The Cowboys are good for disrupting the regular season.
Yes,
but you know they're non-threat at this point. I mean,
and shout out to the Pack.
I do want to throw out a theory.
Yeah,
Stephon Diggs. Dallas. It makes a lot of sense.
It makes sense, but it's like, well,
cap space. I don't know if cap space.
It won't give him over the hump.
But CD and are you? Oh, I know Dak is always going to be the road.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Dak is literally going to be the reason why they lose. I mean, it sounds nice. I don't disagree.
I just have a feeling with Dallas that this is the year that they're going to put every last chip they have in the middle of the table,
bro. But
which they have been doing.
They dominated statistically.
Well, I know, but like this
was statistically Dak's best season, and they got steamrolled. What more can you do?
He called his shot and said, "I will throw under 10 picks." He threw 8, I believe.
Yeah.
So and he held up his end of the bargain. He had a lot
offensively. Offensively, a lot of touchdowns, a lot of yardage. Mm-hmm. CD had the best year of his career. You losing a wild card game.
Almost 2,000 yards receiving this
right.
Year. I know. What else could you do besides get rid of
a new quarterback and coach?
That's it.
Maybe just a coach.
You think you just keep riding with that?
You gotta try it.
So give him like a Bill. Give him Bill.
Bill ain't going there.
Oh, 100%. But I mean, like he need a.
Bill's not going to play with Jerry Jones.
100%. Oh, 100%. Oh, they would clash.
The collisions.
Y'all thought Robert Kraft and him had beef.
Collisions would be monumental. We would hear about that every week.
Texas would be up in flames right now. Okay, and so the Colts at home, besides the divisional rivals, they have the Dolphins, Bills, Steelers, Lions, and Bears. Actually, that's a tough homestand. Away, they play the Jets, Patriots, Broncos, Giants, Packers, and Vikings. So, decent away. So they never really get a tough schedule.
No.
And lastly, the Jags. So the Jags, besides the divisional rival, Patriots, Jets, Packers, Vikings, and Browns at home. Away, they play the Dolphins, Raiders, Bills, Eagles, Bears, and Lions. Decent schedule.
Mm.
The Titans, Patriots, Jets, Bengals, Packers, and Vikings. Away, Dolphins, Bills, Chargers, Bears, Lions, and Commanders. All right, so now we're in the AFC West. $10. The Chiefs get the easiest schedule.
Probably.
So Denver at home, they play the Browns, Steelers, Colts, Falcons, and Panthers. Away, they play the Ravens, Bengals, Jets, Saints, Bucks, and Seahawks. So light schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City, they play the Ravens, the Bengals, the Texans, Saints, and Bucks at home. And away, they play the Steelers, Browns, Bills, Falcons, Panthers, and 49ers.
Couple of layups, but a couple.
I mean, besides the 49ers, the Bills, and the Browns, and then what becomes of the Steelers? I mean, it's an easy-ass schedule. I mean, Ravens, too.
Yeah.
Ravens, too, and then we'll see how the Bengals do, barring no one gets injured. Because if someone gets injured, then that whole team
tends to look different, yeah. And they might not have T. Higgins next year. But,
right.
Yeah.
So Raiders, no one. I mean, they play the Ravens, Bengals, and Dolphins at away. Other than that, I mean, their schedule looks pretty light. Chiefs, only notable ones. I'm sorry, Chargers, only notable ones. Ravens, Bengals at home. Away, Browns, Steelers, and yeah, they play you guys, Ronnie. And then yeah, so that's about it. All right, NFC East. All right, now we're talking. All right, so Cowboys. All right, so at home, the Saints, the Bucks, Lions, Ravens, Bengals, and Texans. Away, they play the Falcons, Panthers, 49ers, Browns, and Steelers.
Ooh, that's an easy.
All right, so
That's easy.
Yeah, I know, right? So I say they lose to the Ravens. They're gonna lose to the Lions because that game last time was a rob job. Pause. The 49ers, they'll lose to the 49ers and they'll lose. I want to say they'll lose to the Browns. That Steelers game could go either way. It really depends. All right. The Giants. At home, they play the Saints, Bucks, Vikings, Ravens, Bengals, Colts. And away, they play the Panthers, Falcons, Saints. Oh, I'm sorry. Seahawks, Steelers, Browns.
If they were
competent
enough,
right,
can make it happen. That's not a bad schedule. But.
Right. All right. So Philly, we get. Thank you. We get a chill schedule. So at home, Philly plays the Panthers, Falcons, Packers, Steelers, Browns, and Jags.
Damn. What the hell kind of Mickey Mouse shit is that?
Now hold on.
Okay.
Now hold on. Away, we play the Rams, Saints, Bucks, Bengals, Ravens. So really, besides the Cowboys, the only games I'm really worried about is the Bengals, the Ravens, and the Packers, and maybe the Browns. It depends on their quarterback.
That's an easy schedule for you guys. I mean, it's not
because that team with a good quarterback, if Joe returns and he plays like he did before the playoffs start, this team will be scary.
Yeah.
And lastly, the Commanders, almost same teams. Falcons, Panthers, Bears, Browns, Steelers, Titans. And then away, they play the Saints, Bucks, Cards, Bengals, and Ravens. So it looks like everybody got a chill. I mean, it seems chill to me. I think more of the AFC teams have more of the hard.
It's just the AFC being strong this year,
right?
Or just in general,
right? The only notable games for the Bears was, I would say, 49ers, Texans. Depends on what the Colts do, and the Jags and Rams. I'd say the only notable games. Lions, they have a rematch of the Bucks Lions game, rematch of the Rams Lions game. They play the Bills. They play away. They play the Cowboys, the Cardinals, the 49ers. So Detroit will have a tough schedule next season. Oh yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they have they have what? I mean, we can hype up the Bucks game. Depends on what they do. Bills, Detroit, Lions, 49ers, which we're actually what we're about to see.
Mm-hmm.
Lions, Cowboys, run that game back. Yeah, they got some good games. But now the Packers, they follow up with the 49ers at home, and then they play the Dolphins at home. And then away, they play Philly. They play, Philly and the Rams. And then I think this is the last. Oh, God, I don't want to go through all these. Okay, how about this? We'll do 49ers. They play the Cowboys, the Lions, the Jets, and Patriots and Chiefs all at home. So that seems like a decent lineup.
Yeah.
Away, they have the Pack, the Bills, and the Dolphins. So that'll be a good game. So yeah, we don't play them this season. And I already can tell somebody gonna be like, Philly ducking smoke. I can already hear that shit. But yeah, that's basically it. So We play Tampa again. I don't know what this fixation for the Philly Tampa game.
I know 3 times in a year,
in 3 seasons. Yeah, we play them at home.
Play them at home in a way, right?
Yeah. Or no, I'm sorry. We play them at Tampa.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You guys have played them in Tampa 3 times.
3 times.
One of them was a playoff game, but
Playoff. Mm-hmm.
And you guys need to save this year.
Oh yeah, no,
It's gonna be a while before they come back.
I am trying, bro. I'm trying, but that's one game. I'm hoping it's not one of those September games. I'm not trying to cook again, like I did at the Jags Titans game.
A Sunday at 4 would probably be a nice time to go. Sun goes down.
Hell, I'm cool with a night game, bro.
Yeah, well, that's yeah.
I'm cool with a night game.
It could be a Sunday night game considering it was a playoff game.
Yeah,
possible.
But that's basically all of the notable games. So I mean, hopefully Philly gets their stuff straightened out so we can at least capitalize off of a good season. Now again, I can already tell if we win, oh well, Philly got an easy schedule, but I mean, we did decent with the toughest schedule. We just lost when it mattered.
Mm. Yeah.
Okay. Should we? We still got time. We can go over some basketball stuff because a lot actually happened in basketball.
Mm-hmm.
So the Milwaukee Bucks fire first-year head coach Adrian Griffin.
Giannis fired first-year head coach Adrian Griffin.
Apparently, Giannis stood up for him. Is that what the report said?
No, he lost faith in him.
Oh, he did? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no, he lost faith in him.
Jeez.
No, what other reason would you fire a head coach when you're second in the East? Besides your superstar player,
that's what happened. I mean, that's what happened when the Cavs were first in the East and they let go of
Mike Brown? Was it Ty Lue?
No, there was the guy before they got Ty Lue.
Oh, the white dude that was
I forget his name.
Was it Dave something? Oh,
David something. Last name started with a B, I think. Yeah, and that's when Ty Lue got Coach of the Year or something, even though the former coach led him to a good record. Yep. LeBron got him fired. David Blatt, that's who it was. Yeah.
David Blatt. Yeah, David Blatt. Yeah, because they were like, what?
Yeah.
Why? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, same pattern, letting the players control the team. I mean, he was a first-year head coach. Maybe the locker room didn't care about him. They have enough talent to where it's not really a head coach.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like they're working with scrubs and they're the second in the East.
Right.
They have Dame, they have Brook Lopez, they have Middleton, they have Giannis. So they're doing well because they have talent, not because of that coach.
Exactly.
But it's still crazy to me that I feel like that's probably what happened.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Yep, 100%.
Yeah. There's really no other reason.
Right. The Heat traded Kyle Lowry today for Charlotte Hornets guard Scary Terry.
Yeah.
Miami adds Terry Rozier to its backcourt and sends veteran guard Kyle Lowry to Charlotte in the deal. Yeah.
Okay, so Miami fleeced Charlotte. I know Charlotte's not in a position to.
Right.
They're going to probably waive Lowry. I would assume that. I don't think they're going to keep him on their books.
Probably.
Pretty much just got the first round pick out of it. I think it's protected and it's from 2027.
Mm-hmm.
So Miami Heat, I've always liked Scary Terry.
Right.
It makes them a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Gives them an actual true point guard.
Yep, gives them another dimension. Because I know that team was getting older anyway. So, I mean, it's better to start now and start getting some young pieces.
Yeah. Which is crazy, though. Terry's 30.
Yeah.
He's been playing for a while.
I mean, wow, really?
He's still younger than Kyle Lowry, but
I didn't realize.
He's been in the league for a while.
Jeez.
Because they were showing Celtics highlights, and someone was like, that was over half a decade ago.
I know,
like,
that's what I mean.
I know.
What the hell?
Yeah, he came in, I think, in 16 or 17.
That is crazy.
Because he came in when Isaiah Thomas was still running point.
Yeah.
So that was a while ago.
Wow.
But yeah, it's a good trade for Miami. I mean, I don't know if it makes them that much better, but it does make them.
When the NBA was actually good.
Yeah.
So Embiid scored 70, Towns scored 62, fourth with 60 plus points on the same day. So yesterday was a historical day for the league. Monday marks only the 4th time in league history that 2 players have scored 60 points or more on the same day. Only difference is one team won, one team lost.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cavs Tristan Thompson is suspended 25 games without pay for violating the terms of the drug policy.
Might have been Viagra because he'd be bad.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
It's the only thing I can think of.
Keeping up with the K's.
Oh,
you know what it is. It's Tyrese Halliburton of hamstring. I swear I felt like I just read this.
Yeah, did he get hurt again?
Yeah, he's out 3 more games with a hamstring. I'm like, dog, I feel like I just read this.
Oh, you did, because I remember
last week. Last week, I was like, bro, this man still.
I think you're like, Tyrese Halliburton's out for a few games, because I think something, and you were like, yeah, here it is.
No, yeah, it was literally like the first thing I saw.
Good God.
Let's see. Warriors back to work after late tribute. Okay, so definitely want to give condolences to the assistant coach of the Golden State Warriors family.
Yes,
that was out of the blue, and he was only 46.
Yeah,
so definitely condolences to you and your family. Let's see.
I just saw another random tidbit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I've been doing, but the Magic are 23-21.
Yeah.
What happened?
They went back to regular form, bro.
They were in second and third for a while.
They was like, they was leading. God. They was leading the conference, and now they're.
I kept up with. I guess the Magic just escaped my mind. I know they got the.
Yeah. I mean, but that's typically Ben Simmons, the biggest finesser in the league right now.
Always got a fit on, but
right,
fit.
Right.
Not for that pay.
I mean, that's what happened. I feel like that's what happens every year with the Magic. They'll get to this head start, and then they will just decline.
They get hot in the wrong times.
Right.
Getting hot in October and November doesn't do much.
Right. I mean, yeah, it makes a statement like, oh, okay, like this is a team.
We're for real, but are we for real? Because we can't keep the longevity of it.
Right.
Did you see what Pop said about Embiid before the game?
No.
Did you see that?
Mm-mm. He said it before the game? Okay.
No, it's still funny what Perk said about
Masula?
Yeah.
Man, that was...
Bro said if you put his brain in a bird, that bird would fly backwards.
And he said it with a straight face. And Richard Jefferson raised his eyebrows and was like, oh, yeah, that's... The fact that came out of his... Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, you know what? And I'm not a big Perkins fan anymore, which sucks because I liked him when he played. But
right.
It's not entirely wrong.
I mean,
I wouldn't maybe go that far, but sometimes it's not all with the program.
Forward to the most with this being the first time Joel is taking on. We're gonna hammer his ass.
Hey yo!
Whoa!
Pop, chill.
Back him down over the rim and just throw him through the rim.
What?
How many times? Whoa! It kept getting worse.
Can we
And then he put up 70.
Yeah.
Oh.
Stick his ass, bend him over the rim,
and throw him down. Ayo, Pop.
Oh my God!
In other news, gotta segue out of that.
Hammer his ass.
Hey, yo, chill, Pop. Trae Young has been placed in an NBA concussion protocol.
Oh.
Yeah, Trae Young got injured. And,
kind of loopy.
Yeah, they put him in NBA concussion protocol. No, that's literally what the report said. Bro, just got. I think like head-to-head collision. Yeah. Miami Heat retire Udonis Haslam's number 40 jersey. Apparently, there was some controversy over this retirement. Yeah, Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce stay hating on somebody, bro.
He does. I'm always gonna love Paul, but he just always has something to say about something
at the wrong moment. Like you could just let Mans have his retirement.
So Miami retired it. When a team retires a jersey, it's because of their significance for their player.
Right.
So he did play there since 03.
Yeah.
I get it. Did he do enough to warrant a retirement of a jersey? I'll leave that up to the people to decide, but I wouldn't say he's like a Miami Heat all-time great just because he played for 20 years.
I think it's just more so to the loyalty and what he did
I think
in
that's
that
what
locker
it is.
room.
And if that's what the reasoning was, then like I'll applaud it. But if they were like, yeah, he was our cornerstone piece.
Because wouldn't you?
I'd put Ray Allen's up there before I put Udonis Haslem.
At Miami jersey?
That corner three was the... That corner three is probably one of the most iconic moments ever in that team's history.
Get that, but damn, bro, like you would put that over? That is crazy.
I guess he did. Okay, let me rephrase this.
I would rather Ray Allen put his shit up in Seattle.
I know, in the hockey
arena.
Ray, just stick it up there.
Right. Or Milwaukee.
I guess more so. He had more of a defining moment than Udonis Haslem ever had.
Right.
So maybe I'll take back the jersey retirement because I know he played there for 2 years. But Udonis didn't have any moments that stuck out to me that we're going to talk about in 20 years.
But he did win a ring. He was on that same team and he won the championship. But it was just more the fact that bro never switched up and left the team.
Yeah, which for 20 years is impressive.
Right.
LeBron's on team number 4 right now.
Right. And then bro played when he was like, 40 something?
Yeah.
He played literally 5 seconds and got ejected.
Yeah, there's that highlight tape. If anyone bothers to go look up his highlight tape from last year, you will laugh. It's just mainly him falling, airballing.
Yes,
I don't even know how
that man does not have his feet underneath him.
There was no coordination left.
Oh man,
I'm also a little salty because he said "fuck Boston." Let's throw that out there.
So Pascal Siakam, he was traded to the Pacers.
I forgot about that. I was trying to remember who they just got. Toronto's imploded.
Toronto also, I talked about that last week when Toronto received
OG. Or they sent OG.
Yeah, they sent OG to the Knicks for Barrett and Emmanuel Quickly.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I talked about that.
A lateral move.
Yeah, it freed up more minutes for New York. But
yeah, I thought RJ Barrett was starting to come in a little bit into his own.
Right. I think they just he developed slower than what they were hoping for him to.
Yeah.
So I understand because in the playoffs you really needed your guys to step up, which he did. But there were also more times where they were just wanting him to be a closer. And
I will say, because we're watching it right now, Jalen Brunson, for as much flack as New York got for signing him, has turned into
definitely that is the best pick that they've ever made.
And they were getting trashed.
Yeah, bro was getting hate mail out the bungalow, and then look at him now.
Overpay. New York's clowns are trash, and now look at him.
And it's crazy too because of the playoff game that he had with the Mavericks.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, this could be a 1-2 combo.
Yeah,
nah. Nope. Bro just got the hell up out of there.
Luka just sits there like, it's that John Travolta from Pulp Fiction where he's like, until Luka leaves too. It's all fun and games until they get him out of there.
Let's see. Wow, the Nuggets were stuck on a team playing for nearly 9 hours. It was delayed because the engines were frozen by the cold weather.
Oh,
yeah.
Jokic is definitely retired.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, he's had enough of that.
I think that is it. I know there was something else. No trades. I know someone made some comments. I'm trying to remember. Something. Who was it? It was the coach for the Timberwolves. So he made some comments about Cat's game.
Yes, that's what it was. I was trying to remember. It was.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, they were playing immature basketball. The coach said that Cat was stat hunting.
Yes, and he benched them.
Right. Mm-hmm. And in that last moment too, that I think that was a foul. Bro also could have passed it, but by the time he committed to the basket, he did have 3 people. I want to say he could have passed it.
That's a wild thing to say about your star player.
Right.
Your team's playing well.
Right.
You lost, but stat.
Does that shake up the locker room a little bit?
I don't really, with Cat's temperament, I don't know if it really is going to affect him.
Right.
He doesn't strike me as the passionate kind of guy, so I don't think he's going to take it to heart. But that's like a closed door meeting with you and your coach. At
Oh,
that
100%,
point. Like, I'm just putting
100%.
me on blast after I had one of my
Right,
best games of my career.
Mm-hmm.
Eh,
What you mean by that?
Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, what do you mean by that?
What you mean by that?
This microphone.
All right, fellas, y'all want to talk about some football?
Yeah.
Y'all got anything specific, or is there anything else y'all want to get into?
I'm good.
I think I'm at the point where I'm just really waiting on I'm just waiting to see how this championship game plays out.
First ballot Hall of Famers for the MLB.
Let's do that.
Adrian Beltre, Joe Mauer, and Todd Helton.
Oh, just those three?
For now.
The baseball does less than football.
Yeah.
Sometimes you only get like 2.
Yeah,
yeah.
I see that. I'm just like, I thought they were gonna do more. Oops.
What's your beef with Todd Helton?
First ballot? Todd Helton played college football with Peyton Manning at NC.
Actually,
Billy Wagner fell 5 votes short.
Wagner was nasty.
wow.
Gary Sheffield, Andrew Jones, and Carlos Beltran.
So, sorry, didn't mean to Kanye you. So appreciate those for voting. So now with the poll, Josh Allen shot up 2 votes. So it's looking right now that it is Josh Allen's point the fingers at him moment.
He didn't have his best game.
It wasn't a bad game.
Oh yeah, it definitely wasn't a bad game. I just think that it wasn't a bad game. I think that there could have just been better decisions made. I mean, but at the same time, I mean, he did throw the ball in places that ball could have been caught.
Especially that fucking throw to Diggs.
Yeah.
That's like a touchy subject because it's like, yes, Stephon Diggs being the caliber player that he is should have caught that.
Right.
However, it was also like 70 yards. That would have been like one of the catches, I think, of the year easily.
Like you said, Ronnie, too many variables.
There's too many variables. They don't have the fingers to point, and it's definitely not on Tyler Bass all the way. He's getting death threats and everything.
Yeah.
I'm not saying man death threats, but
I will bring up just
you got. I mean,
and you're gonna say you got one job.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with kickers this year. They had one job.
That literally is. That literally, you're right.
And it's the same thing with Andrews Carlson.
Yeah,
he has been, and I told Devin, I said he's going to miss it. He's been so awful this year. Yeah. And even in college, he wasn't that great. Yeah. And yet he still has a professional kicking job, and he still has missed kicks this year. The Patriots drafted a kicker in the 4th round, and he was missing.
And then y'all cut him.
No, we haven't cut him yet.
What?
He's still there.
Oh, then who am I thinking of? I'm thinking about some other team.
Well, so we had Nick Folk. Yeah. Who was like godsend. Went to Tennessee. He's been fine. But there's been so much. Like the Lions were on their 3rd or 4th kicker. Mm-hmm. It wouldn't surprise me if Badgley misses one next week. We can revisit this next week.
Most of the Lions kickers and punters got hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they had... So Riley Patterson was kicking for the Lions before they brought back Badgley. He was missing everything because he was on my fantasy team. That's how I know he was missing everything. This man was putting up 0 points on 0 for 2 attempts. He got me negative 1 week because he missed 3.
That is tough.
One of the shittiest teams in the league has probably one of the best kickers.
That is tough.
Oh yeah, Younghoe Koo.
Oh yeah, clutch.
And Fairbairn missed a kick. I think was it last week? What? The Texans. Fairbairn. He missed.
Yeah. This one,
yeah, he did. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, where's the level of kicking play? This would be a good time to be a college kicker.
Hey, yo, destroying. I'm telling you, dog, they really blackballing you out here because that man could be making cash right now.
Listen, Pat, we're not saying it's an easy job. We're just saying it's your only job.
Exactly.
No, it's not an easy job because there's elements, there's pressure. You get it. You get iced. You get this. You get that. But, like, bro, if you're going to get paid that much and you're going to be an NFL-level kicker, then you got to make the kicks.
Yeah.
You got to make
I agree.
And you only have rarities now like Justin Tucker and
Jake
Jake Elliott.
Yep.
Young Wei Koo, you get like a good handful where you're like, I'd put the game on the line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he can kick that ball.
Definitely.
Rest of them,
yeah. There was so before we get into football, I know we're all over the place. This is my fault. Did we ever talk about the future of bowl games? I remember we briefly brought it up because I sort of wanted to dive into it.
Where do you think it goes? I mean, do you think it's just going to keep deteriorating, or do you think they're going to put their foot down and get these kids to play? Makes me sound old, so I call them kids.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna. They're kids. They're young enough.
Well, like the NIL money that comes into factor.
Right.
Draft. It's all draft stocks.
Now. Right.
I mean, it's
because I was really coming from the standpoint of because I think we saw the last of the bowl games when NIL deals became a thing. Because even though we as viewers want to see these kids compete in bowl games, that used to mean a lot back in the day, they're actually made of money now.
Yes.
So then now that's going to really put the coach in an awkward position because let's say that he starts a player in what is now considered a meaningless game, and then that hurts his draft stock. And then now that coach is known as somebody who keeps his star players in for garbage time, and now he gets that title.
I agree with that. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. It's I don't know. It sucks, and this is another reason where I like college football. It's never going to take priority over the NFL because stuff like this happens.
Right. I think it's as a viewer, unfortunately, this is what we're just having to experience because money has evolved now.
Yeah.
Because now we are seeing the business side. Like what we used to watch was sports because there was no money involved. It was just straight up one team going against the other to see who would win. And then that would prove your draft stock.
Yes.
Now, since money's involved, everybody is treated differently. Now everybody's pro ready in college. And now as far as performance, I guess you could say it goes along the lines of sort of with the NBA when they would rest their players. Oh yeah, I could take this game off. Oh, we get to, so unless it's a championship game, unless it's like the Natty, we won't ever see none of these star players play.
And it's like that brings back the point. What's the point of the bowl game if half your team's out?
Exactly.
Because they declared for the draft or whatever. It just doesn't doesn't make sense. But
no, yeah, you're right, Miles. NIL destroyed college football. So now
the transfer portal.
I was just about to bring that. I was just about to bring that up too because now transfer portals is packed like freaking sardines. So now if you don't have a good year, you're hitting that thing right then and there.
Trevor Etienne.
Raiola.
Yeah, Raiola left. Oh,
3 years in a row.
We were watching for some reason the I was on at the bar the Hawaiian what was it All-Star Bowl or something? Isaiah Wilson is the brother of Zach Wilson.
Oh, really?
Quarterback.
What?
Yeah. He's going to Indiana. Because I looked at him and I was like, does that dude not look like Zach Wilson? Had the name on the back. I guess his brother, He's like a 5-star recruit.
It was the worst game.
It was a bad game. A lot of picks.
They're high school kids. I get it. But
Raiola threw a couple picks.
And they
Zach
3 plays later on the other side, pick.
Yeah. And they have college scholarships?
Yeah.
Yes. One of them is the #1 quarterback.
Was it Raiola? Is Raiola the #1 quarterback or is it Wilson?
No, Raiola is the Dylan Raiola?
Yeah.
That is the kid.
He's already played college, right?
Yeah, he's the kid. I think that's his name.
He was hyped. Yeah, it's Dylan Raiola. I'm trying to remember because I thought he committed and then he decommitted or something.
No, I'm just kidding. It is Dylan Raiola. Who's the kid? Yeah, Dylan Raiola is the kid that played in that game. Who's the kid that transferred from UCF to Oklahoma?
Miles. I don't know how to pronounce that, my dog. DJ
Ugalil? Oh shit.
Yeah.
I thought it was DJ Lagway.
Picked Clemson, then went to Oregon State, and then now is at FSU. Former 5-star.
Okay.
No, that's not the dude.
Okay.
Well, then, so there's the transfer portal to me, somewhat unnecessary.
Oh, okay.
Dylan Gabriel.
Dylan Gabriel, yes. Okay.
Got it.
He went.
He was all over. He committed to UCF, right?
He went to UCF.
He went to UCF
last year.
Or
2 years ago, I guess you'd say. And then last year he played it at Oklahoma, and then now he's entering back into the transfer portal.
These kids can make up their mind. And so I was going to say, so the transfer portal to me is a little excessive. The commitment to decommitment thing, I get it to an extent, but also it's screwing Alabama right now, which who cares? Whatever, it's Alabama. Crying on it.
Right.
But like all the kids that are decommitting right now because of Nick Saban, I feel like you got to sign that contract and you're committed to that team. Because it's teaching that not to give them life lessons, but it's teaching them like, oh, I can just bounce around. Then they're going to get to the league and be like, I don't want to play for this team. Mm-hmm. Like, I want to request a trade. Yep. So, yeah, that's Alabama's getting screwed with it right now. Florida got screwed with it with a couple players. But
so, say for example, right? Say we're the board. How do we mitigate this? Do we just strip NIL in general?
No,
you can't. You put so much time and effort into it.
Of course, I want my video game. So.
We do need the new NCAA, so if that's what it's going to take, then we're fine.
Do we? Well, we can't do anything about the transfer portal because
you can
it's like
the transfer portal.
I would do it where you have to play 2 years at the team.
Have to play.
Yeah.
So what if you were?
You can only transfer technically twice. You have a 4-year.
Yeah.
Unlike this dude who's playing 9 years in the college. You see that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The tight end. Yeah.
Like 30.
Mm-hmm.
9th year.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and someone said they checked his stats. Bro hasn't even had a 100-yard game.
Ass. He got hurt for 2 years.
Yeah.
He had like 15 yards.
Bro.
So
sorry. I'm just being random. I'm just being random.
So
good job, brother.
Well.
At that point, start a family, maybe.
Both sleeves done. That's a full beard.
Yeah, bro.
Kids out there.
Probably, dog.
And he's at the U.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. He definitely got two of them. Yeah, he got two of them joints.
He played with Justin Herbert at Oregon. Forgot about that. That's definitely a tidbit.
Jesus Christ.
This is gonna die down a little bit with all these 8th, 9th, 7th year guys because they got an injury. They get an injury year.
Yeah.
They all got COVID years. So that COVID year gave them an extra year.
Right.
So we're gonna cut back a little bit because once these kids won their first year, what's like 2021, 2022, they won't have to deal with the COVID year. They won't get that extra year. Because what's his name got that? Bo Nix, right? Pretty sure Bo Nix got a COVID year. I think so. That's why he's been what?
Stetson Bennett probably got one too.
Stetson.
Oh yeah.
Stetson Bennett got something.
Dude played in college with who? Who was it? Running back. Who played four seasons? Retired. Before Stetson Bennett got to the league.
Wait, was it for Bama?
No, Georgia.
I mean Georgia. Oh,
no,
there wasn't Todd.
Whoa, my fault.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, my fault.
No, Gurley. I forget. Gurley's been in the league. Was in the league for so long.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
When you guys had Chubb and Michelle, dude, that was
Sony Michelle.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
He won 2 rings and left.
Yeah.
When did Stetson?
Oh, was Sony Michelle?
I think so.
Was it? It might have been Sony Michelle because he was a walk-on. No, it wasn't Sony Michelle because he was a walk-on in 2017. You sure you're thinking of the right guy?
Yes. He played with a running back that played 4 years or something like that in the league, and then retired.
No, it definitely wasn't Michelle because this was 17. Unless when did Sony Michelle get drafted? Wait. Might have been Sony Michelle because he got drafted in 18.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that was who that was, yeah. Won 2 Super Bowls all in the time that Stetson Bennett was.
And retired.
And then retired. Stetson Bennett, though, I know he's got his own demons. Like, we make fun of him because he's 27 rookie, but
yeah,
he's got his alcohol issues. I mean, he's got a lot of off-the-field stuff, so hopefully he gets it figured out. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, like, growing up, too, it was always, I would watch college football, I'd watch the Gators, cool, but I never got invested into it because this stuff has always been, like, you support the team, you don't really support the players.
Right.
Like, you guys have invested in, like, let's say A.J. Brown. He's there for 8, 9, 10 years. He retires, you miss him, all this stuff. It's like, you can support a kid for a year in college, then he's gone.
Right.
He's like, I don't play anymore.
Right.
So
I think it's a good idea to do the 2 year.
That would honestly solve.
It's not too long. It's not 3.
It's 2. You want to transfer?
It's
Go.
like 4 years in college, like normal. Somebody
person would. Draft. Some people don't, but yeah.
Unless you're a high caliber player and just want to done.
You want to dip.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah,
that's what I would do. 2 years, and then you can get entered into the transfer portal.
Right. So I'll start with some NFL news, and then we'll cover that. So Raiders expected to hire former Chargers general manager Tom Telesco as new GM.
I don't know about that. Yes, he brought in Herbert. I think he was there to bring in Keenan Allen.
But yet that level of talent there still hasn't gotten them over the hump.
That's what I'm saying.
So
and he got fired along with Staley. So
right, yeah,
that's a head scratcher to me.
Right,
because that team needs a sound infrastructure.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you got the head coach. Locker room loves him, but I don't know. I'm not going to speak too soon, but
right,
yeah, that's a little questionable.
Okay. Bills GM Brandon Beane not wavering on Stephon Diggs as number 1 receiver following down year. What'd that mean? I'll play. Yeah, I don't know what that means.
So they also brought up a good stat. He hadn't caught a touchdown, I think, since Thanksgiving.
Yeah, he hasn't. Yeah.
I don't know. You're getting paid a lot of money, and you got Josh Allen. You throw me the ball.
I mean, but he's the only wide receiver there, so he's going to get double, triple covered. So
yeah.
And then, I mean, they don't really. I mean, they have Gabe Davis, but they don't even really treat him as a number 2.
Mm-hmm. And Dalton Kincaid kind of came on this year.
Yeah.
The Bills are not.
They're offensively challenged, in my opinion.
And the thing is, though, and people in Buffalo have realized this, and they should be grateful. You have Josh Allen. Mm-hmm. The most important thing right now in football is to have the quarterback.
Right.
So you can put the other pieces around him, and I believe Josh Allen elevates.
Oh yeah, he definitely. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I think that's why my suggestion was to get under cap hell, get rid of Stephon Diggs. I would argue you could probably get a 1 for him, first round pick. Second at the absolute worst, or a package of like a second and a third.
I'd see what this market's looking like because there's a lot of people who are hitting free agency, like a lot of people this season.
The only thing I'm thinking is if T. Higgins gets franchise tagged and stays in Cincinnati,
right?
And if Michael Pittman does too,
right?
You're left with Calvin Ridley. That's the best option. So I think a lot of teams that need a receiver can go.
Yeah.
And a team to watch out for. Sorry.
You good. You good.
Team to watch out for with T. Higgins is Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Because the OC went.
Oh yeah. Of course.
They need a receiver bad. They only have Hopkins.
Yeah.
Traylon Burks is just Traylon Burks.
Right.
What they thought he was going to. So I could see a team just like Tennessee throwing the bag at T. Higgins, but with Diggs, I'm like, I would get some picks. If I get a first, take a first. If you can get 2 seconds, take 2 seconds.
I mean, as old as Stephon Diggs is, I don't think you're going to get much for him because if I pull up his age,
I want to say 29.
Nah, bro, touching 30. Yeah, 20, he's 30.
Is he 30 now?
Yeah, he's 30.
So what? You get 3 more productive years out of him? Fingers crossed.
It really depends if
unless this is his decline.
I mean, because
we don't know.
Yeah, because actually, let me look at his contract right now because it really depends.
It's hefty, yeah.
So 4-year, 140 mil, and you have a extension throughout.
140.
Ooh, okay. So this happened in 2022 that links him to the team through the 2027 season.
That's a lot of commitment to him.
Yeah.
So maybe they should trade him regardless.
So with that being said, I mean they owe him a lot of money regardless. Yeah. Is any team want to take on that contract right now?
A team with the cap space to do it.
I mean, because there's a lot of teams that have like over 200 something million cap.
There's a lot of teams that would take him to take on that contract.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Because you remember how they used to treat John Wall's contract and Chris Paul's and Russell Westbrook's contract. Like he'll add value to that team, but who just wants to take
Bradley Beal? It was like that was a struggle to get off that
contract. Right. Who the hell wants to take on that amount of craziness.
Because I could name probably 10 teams that would take Diggs.
Right.
But and I would think the number one would be the Chiefs. But how are you going to make that work?
Right.
You want to ask Patrick Mahomes to go
I would
flat?
Right now. I think we'd have a better option until we'd see what happens with the draft.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't think if they trade Diggs, it won't be until after. It'd probably be May or June after the draft shakes out.
Yeah, I'd wait till then, or probably just trade or maybe if they trade picks and trade people like they did when we finessed the Titans.
That could be
maybe, but
oh, you guys finessed the Titans.
Oh yeah,
100%. Because you did.
Oh yeah, we finessed the Bears too for one season, then we let bro go. But I mean, that's what I would do because again, there's a lot of people hitting the free agency market.
So I think and it could be a draft day thing too. It could be some teams we didn't hit in free agency. I went Diggs.
Right. Have this pick. And then they're gonna get all their pieces back healthy next season too. So
that's what I said. So let's say they trade Diggs for a second.
Right.
Draft a receiver there.
I mean, but if I'm them, I'm moving most of my defensive people.
You would, yeah.
So no disrespect. Keep Milano.
I would dump Poyer. I think Poyer's getting up there.
No disrespect to Trey White, but it's just the just how business goes.
What is it? ACL, Achilles?
Yes. So he's not. I mean, at this point, I'm afraid if he just plants his foot.
Yeah.
Because something going snap.
And in that division too, you got to keep up with Tyreek.
Right.
You got to keep up with Garrett Wilson.
Right.
Play them twice a year. I don't. Yeah.
Right. So I would probably move off Trey White. I'd probably move off Poyer. So that actually frees you up some space on defense.
Obviously, Von Miller needs to
right.
go.
Oh yeah.
Just
Vaughn
find some way to get him out.
Vaughn would leave, so then that really frees up some defensive people who you can actually draft. You can actually sign or trade if you want.
Yeah.
I know they traded for Rasul Douglas. I'll probably let him go and just bolster the defense, and then just obviously. I think they're just one wide receiver away because obviously you got two of the best tight ends. Running game has proven.
James Cook's your guy.
Right.
They actually implemented the run game this year, and I think that's another reason that Diggs' production dropped because they have never used their running back.
Exactly.
And they finally had James Cook, and they utilized him, and he did well.
Right. You got a solid slot receiver in Shakir. I would say if y'all don't at this point, either get another wide receiver or use Gabe.
I would almost, and I'm not undervaluing Gabe Davis, but I would almost let Gabe Davis go and get a Tyler Boyd.
Probably. I mean, because they just don't use them, and so I just rather bro just go to a team where he can at least be utilized, rather than just one game he has 9 catches, the next 3 games he doesn't have a catch.
And I'm not undervaluing Gabe Davis with this, but I think a team is going to overpay him. Just because of the market this year, I think a team's going to need a receiver, and he's going to get it back.
I mean, so if he went to a complimentary team, say he could go to it depends on his quarterback.
It does.
I mean, because he could go He could go to Indy and I wouldn't say do some damage, but he would. I feel like he'd get lost in that offense.
Houston.
Definitely Houston. Definitely Houston. Titans. That's if they need a quarterback.
That's William.
I think they're going to rock with Will again because you really do have to see what you have. The O-line was bad with him.
Right.
There was a lot of turnover. It was just a weird time, so I think they should throw him out there again.
Yeah.
But
I just feel like again too many stipulations, but it's just I just say he's a talented wide receiver. He just needs to go to a place with a good quarterback.
I'm not utilize that. Yeah.
I'm not saying he needs to be with the elites like Joe and them, but I'm just say for example, if he went to I can't say the Rams because they already got their wide receiver.
You'd be a third at best.
Right.
But it's another interesting. Every offseason for the Bills.
Yeah,
it's an interesting offseason.
Definitely.
And I feel like nothing changes, but
I doubt it will, honestly.
Yeah.
So,
no, Bean is. They fired Ken Dorsey earlier.
Yeah. So, Texans head coach DeMeco Ryans on Damian Pierce's future. Quote, "Our job is to continue to improve our roster."
Not with him on it.
Bro just completely ignored the question.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what happened. happen with him because, like, as a Gator, I like him.
You signed. You signed.
What's his name?
Devin Singletary.
I always get Montgomery and Singletary.
You signed Devin Singletary. Obviously, bro had a lot of success with the Bills. Mm-hmm. He was more of the starter. Bro just came off his rookie season, which he had a very good rookie season. You didn't really give him time, so you brought in experienced guys. You pushed them to the back, and then you're just like, oh well, why is he not?
They should have signed someone with a little less talent.
But
and then let Damian take the reins because once Montgomery took off, not Montgomery, Singletary.
Yep.
Once Singletary took off, they were like, "Oh, here are the keys."
We're
not dealing with Damian anymore.
So honestly, that's what happened. It's really not. It's nothing to do with Pierce's fault in the running game. It's just you just brought in a more skilled running back
after he had a great rookie season. It's weird. I mean, it worked for them. They made it to the divisional round, but. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, I'm not going to read that. Patrick Mahomes is king. Brock Purdy just wins, and Baltimore Ravens are the best team in the NFL. Someone needed to get paid, so that's why they wrote that.
I was going to say that's a clickbait article. That's
dead ass an article. Yeah, that's why I was like
an opinion article.
Yeah. So
NFL.
Oh, from who? Yeah, from the NFL. I just don't know who specifically.
Roger Goodell, probably.
Yeah, someone need to get.
Patrick Mahomes is king.
Paul, yeah.
Mahomes is king.
He had something in one hand and he was typing in the other.
Yeah. NFL selects veteran referee Bill Vinovic to lead officiating crew for the Super Bowl. Is this the same ref that botched the Philly game?
He had some controversy around him. I don't know if it's the same one.
Something. This is.
God,
seen his highlights.
I don't remember which game, but he botched the game. Oh, what's up?
Yeah, we hear that?
Oh, I think you said, do you remember that? You want me to grab
that can I had back an hour ago?
I thought you meant the Philly special thing. I was like, I'm not touching it. I don't want to I thought you were really just trying to start in the middle of the podcast. And it's right by my head, too. I didn't even realize
That's crazy. I mean, you are wearing green, too.
I know. That's...
Yeah, bro was really throwing me off with the green.
We're literally matching.
Matching
pops over there.
Yeah, got to get you a... Oh, that is crazy. That is absolutely crazy.
Hey. Oh,
that was the last thing you ever... Nope. I am nope.
Okay, I can still see it.
Yeah.
Oh, that is crazy, dog. All right.
The blood boiling. Okay.
Jeez.
Back to the news.
So, Chiefs head coach Andy Reid preparing for special Lamar Jackson. He just called him like special, but not in that special. Like he's
a special player.
Yeah. No, I'm literally reading that word for word.
Special talent.
Yeah, basically, he's prepping for Lamar Jackson after winning Showdown with Josh Allen. Yeah, basically, bro's saying that he's about to play the final boss.
They're not. That is.
Oh yeah, script writers are gonna have a field day with this game.
Okay. That defense is.
Oh, he's happy. I know he's about to read.
Clap it up. Offensive coordinator Brian Johnson not returning to Eagles in 2024. Thank God. That's all you had to do. I said this for 18 weeks. Everybody was pointing fingers. Well, not everybody, but like some folks. But just not the people in the room. But I said this from this jump. And then I filled these good brothers in. Jalen and Brian Johnson were butting heads to the point where it ruined their friendship. You know what? It is what it is. You didn't want to make the offensive. You know what? Go rewatch the old streams, man. Go ahead.
What did he say also?
So he did not adjust.
I'm talking about Jalen.
Oh yeah, bro was freelancing that whole offense. Is that what you?
No.
Oh, all right.
He also said that he wasn't feeling like. Just didn't really want to.
Really?
Like an season for him.
Who, Jalen Hurts?
Like I said last week on the couch.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like he wants to play.
He wanted to play. What's crazy is
it could have been. Sorry, but it could have been the OC.
Which is true.
It could have been. All the slander that I was saying I never took that into consideration. I think he is correct on that. I do think he had moments where he's like, I'm playing football. Damn, that paycheck looks nice.
Yeah.
I got to make a fucking target run after this.
Yeah.
Like, don't care. Then, yeah.
Because I did send y'all some articles that were saying that he was, not involved with the team. I mean, like, he's a good dude, but I was like, damn, it's to the point where people have to question if they should walk up to you.
And that's what I just said. I think, is it like the Alabama quarterbacks?
It has to be.
There's all three. All three have had this question.
I'm sorry, but out of all the three, Tua is looking like the better one.
Yeah, and he still gets questioned, but like,
as far as his attitude,
locker room wise,
yes,
like
better, yes, yes.
Mac got shit on.
Get shit on.
Mac got shit on worse than anyone.
100%. Oh, 100%.
That's fine, but like Jalen took flack.
Yes.
And then Tua was kind of an off to the side.
Yes.
But Tua, I mean, Tyreek stuck up for Tua.
Yep.
McDaniel stuck up for Tua. So I mean,
like people want to play. Yeah. People want to play for him.
And the thing is with like Tua is like I wouldn't put him and be like, yes, he's the leader. Like he's our leader. But I think his attitude's good enough to where people are like, no, we like him.
Yeah. I mean, after like the turnaround season that they had when he had the concussions, and then now, you could definitely change. Like you can definitely tell that people actually rock with this dude.
And he gets a little more passionate in interviews.
Yeah.
Like when Ryan Clark called him out about that, he got a little like,
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, he stood he stood up for himself.
Yeah, so I'm just like, whoa, like don't say that about
right.
him.
I mean,
Jalen did not. Mac did not. So.
Oh no, Mac just cried and threw some tantrums.
Yes.
And then that's when Teddy Bruschi. I still get he and Junior sometimes messed up, and that's like sometimes I have to.
No. It happens.
Okay. I'm not the only one, right?
Yeah, it happens.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. Right, yeah. Thank you, Jesus. But Teddy Bruschi had to come out and correct man for his childish tantrums.
Which when you have guys that played with Brady, and they're calling him out, not to compare him, but like, something's wrong.
Yeah, when the Pats vets are calling you out,
and when people in the locker room got mad when he showed up to the new coach's press conference, there's some problems.
Yeah.
So the Alabama quarterback system, you know what makes me sad? That picture they took, the three of them. Everyone was like, "This is the hardest picture of all time."
Yeah, that junk is trash.
Now they're getting flamed.
Yeah, it's trash.
It went from like look at their locker room to like
well deserved. Yeah, well deserved. Yeah. It's definitely a Bama thing.
It has to be
entitlement. Gotta be.
Yeah.
Packers head coach Matt LaFleur, quote, not there yet when it comes to deciding Joe Barry's fate. Is that that's his defensive coordinator.
Okay, I could see the DC getting some flack. I was going to say OC, I would not touch that.
Yeah.
Because Jordan Love.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
I wouldn't touch that at all. But,
New England head coach Gerard Mayo, Patriots ready to, quote, burn some cash in free agency. Oh, yeah, that boy going to be busy.
So he did, so the podcast or the radio show that Belichick used to do. So he had his first interview with them. I listened to it. It's like the most like bizarre thing in the world to hear a coach. Like, you know how Belichick's like, I'm not talking about that.
Yeah.
They were like, hey, did you interview so-and-so for the coordinators? He was like, yeah, I did. Like, they were asking him everything. He was just like open book.
Yeah.
He's like, ask me who I want to have sign here. Ask me who I want to have coach here.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm an open book. So they're trying to change the guard, but I'm like, he said open the wallet. I'm like, who do you open the wallet to? It better be like T. Higgins or Chris Jones. It's got to be some big hitters.
You need to get up your whole, like most of your positions, y'all need to dump.
That's what I said. Dump. No, the offense needs to be looked at as a blank wall.
Yeah, your whole offense need to be washed. Keep Zappy.
Keep him as a backup.
Yeah,
that's fine. But then get a
quarterback. Wash a whole wide receiving crew.
And they have the second most cap space in the league.
Yeah,
third overall pick.
Yeah.
So there's no reason not to have that.
Oh my God, yeah. Because that squad gotta go. Keep Hunter Henry.
Yeah. There's like 2-3 pieces.
Yeah, y'all got some gems, but other than that, wash that whole Juju, bro. You might have to come up off your contract.
Get him out of there. Devontae Parker out of there.
Yeah.
And you guys hate Jalen Reagor, but in garbage time when that offense was bad,
you can go back.
A couple of okay.
You can go back to the practice squad.
Oh yeah, I was keeping on the practice squad. He was like okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, oh, look at him.
Yeah.
Right, but yeah.
Yeah, get that boy up out of there.
Brick hands himself.
Sheesh.
I can't find it, but Ron Rivera.
Oh yeah, so it's actually funny because after you posted that, somebody was like, he was the second worst. They had the second worst defensive rating in a category, and we were bad defensively. Yeah, don't sign that man.
They were getting cooked.
Well, they're doing him for OC.
What?
Were they doing for OC?
Oh, sorry, it is DC.
I was gonna say because Sam Howell.
Bro, that's even worse. Oh my gosh.
Sam Howell was throwing for like 500 yards.
Yes.
They were still losing.
Yes.
And you guys were cooking them. And you saw where your offense was last year, and you guys were still, both those games were close, but you guys cooked them.
Those were some ass games.
But bring in Ron Rivera. It's fine. Yeah. See what happens. No, I'm joking. Don't bring him in. Get him the hell out of there. Whoa. Whoa. Let me fall back.
Bro, forgot where he.
You guys need to keep Matt Patricia. He's a good, wholesome man. He's a good defensive coordinator.
He's not a defensive coordinator anymore.
Bro, really want to get him out of here like Jazz. I'm gonna have to be Uncle Phil real quick.
No. It's okay. No, we're moving on. It's all a joke. It's a prank. We're moving on. Moving on.
Yeah. Funny, haha.
Yeah.
I like
to
how
see you guys react a little bit.
Yeah, I like how I stood up for Bro's team and he called our team immature. That one right there, that was crazy.
I just said Jason Kelsey was the only adult on the team.
But then you forgot all the people on the defensive end.
Lane Jordan.
Bro, you totally threw our team. What?
Brendan Graham.
I said BG and Fletcher. I said, okay.
Big Play Slay.
Lane Johnson.
We corrected Big Play Slay.
That's his wife.
Jordan Mailata.
Jordan Mailata?
Yeah.
Yes.
You think he's an adult? I haven't heard anything about him. He doesn't do anything. What does he do besides play good football? He plays good football, but he doesn't do anything.
Exactly.
Doesn't make him an adult.
That's the point.
What? Then we can call your whole team childish.
Antonio Brown played good football, but he wasn't an adult.
What about your cornerback who brought Dual Wilden to the airport?
Wasn't found guilty. Got him off of that.
That's not immature?
He's also not on the team anymore. We get rid of those people.
What about your TikTok star whose knee almost blew up? Or your childish quarterback who
Corvette?
Yeah. What about your it's
their locker at the end of the season.
What about the
ex quarterback?
What about the mass self-deleter that was on your team who offed himself? Or what about
a couple people before you off yourself?
I mean, what about Gronk who acts like a huge man child?
He's a frat boy at heart.
Yeah. Bro's like 30 something still doing the damn thing.
What's next in the news?
So Titans plan to hire. Okay, so Titans hired. Titans hired Bengals offensive coordinator Brian Callahan as head coach. So hopefully, Bro turns that team around because wow, that team was a dumpster fire. Josh Allen not concerned with Bills' title window. Probably should be.
It might be. It might need to be at least keeping an eye on it.
Quote, I believe in what we got going on here, Cap.
Do you?
Bro, I'm going to get this. I got the freaking soundboard in there. I'm about to get all these soundboards connected, dog, because I'm sick of y'all lying. Y'all are lying to my face. You don't believe what the hell you got going on here? You just saying that so freaking Stephon Diggs doesn't run you over like he did last season. What the fuck? Yo, that's actually crazy. Panthers hired Dan Morgan as new GM, president of football operations. Oh, shout out Dan Morgan. I haven't heard that name since like 08, 09.
Yes, he was a Panthers Pro Bowler.
Yeah, that bro was a beast in linebacker.
Now, the Panthers fans shit on him by saying that he's just a yes man that's going to be controlled by the owners.
Mm.
Probably true.
Yeah, probably.
Because they were like, oh, they just want to hire someone that's like known in house that they can pull the strings with.
Yeah.
But that team might be a mess, but we're not sure.
Niners Kyle Shanahan. Teams should know more about Deebo Samuel's availability for NFC title game later in the week. Can we talk about the fact that when Deebo gets out of this out of the offense, apparently this team is a raging dumpster fire?
Where'd they go? Where's Brock Purdy? I can't find him.
But then you got CMC back there who was getting freaking stuffed paws. Yeah. Or Brock Purdy can't find George Kittle. Or Brandon Ayuk is out there doing cardio. Or Juwan Johnson. Not Juwan Johnson.
Juwan Jennings.
Thank you, Jennings. And apparently he's...
Jennings.
Yeah. Right. Apparently, bro's getting all the catches. I'm like, what?
Yeah, Jawan Jennings was going crazy.
Bro, I'm like, what?
Couple slants across the middle. I was like,
I'm like,
he's like an okay piece on that team because there's so much talent.
But still, why is it when Debo leave, he goes off?
I didn't even say it out loud, but I looked. I'm like, oh, they might be screwed. Just because, like,
That's
apparently Debo's like the glue of that offense.
He still makes his team, but then you have all these pieces. This 49ers fans, we really gotta have a talk, dog. Y'all might actually
riddled with injuries.
These people might actually be the frauds.
But we have injuries.
It's always they have injuries, but when we have injuries, oh, y'all got so many pieces, it shouldn't even matter. Y'all got so many pieces, it shouldn't even matter.
No. Oh, Debo went down. You have Ayuk. You have CMC.
Bro, what? How does Brock just forget how to play football when Debo goes? That is actually insane. I take my hot take back that I said bro might be top 5. I should go back in time and stop myself.
Purdy?
Yeah, that take that we did. You remember that take that we did forever ago? I deserve some hate mail for that shit. If someone sees this, please flame me in the comments. I will not be mad. You might get left on red, but I will not be mad. Browns general manager Andrew Berry would absolutely love to have Joe Flacco back in 2024.
Flacco, baby.
After that game, after what he did against Houston,
you going with PJ Walker?
Oof. Hey Joe, you want to sign a 1-year contract?
You going, or you want to give it to Deshaun Watson?
Oh, we already got it.
I mean, I know he's gonna be the starter, but I mean, Deshaun looking like a shell of himself.
I mean, I guess if you had to pick a backup quarterback, he already knows the system. He played well in it. But
I mean, it would help Deshaun greatly if Flacco stayed.
Yes.
You seen the way he looked at CJ?
Yep.
Yeah. Whose fault is that?
His fault?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, actually, I would say more management because they traded away Deshaun's talent because he had D-Hop, traded him. Defensive people, because isn't that when I think Watt left? He went to Arizona, then Deshaun, if I'm mistaken, I think it's reverse.
I think Watt was there 1 year after they got rid of, or because Watson was on a suspension.
Right.
So Watson was still technically under contract.
Right.
Watt left the year after that.
Got it. Okay, that's more the team's fault.
Am I wrong?
That's more the team's fault because they got rid of his pieces. What is bro supposed to do? Throw it to a trash can? I forgot who else was on that team. I know it was another wide receiver. I forget his name, but they traded away his talent. Mm-hmm. What is bro supposed to do? Throw the ball and catch it himself? This already happened, but Eagles head coach Nick Sirianni scheduled to meet with Philly media on Wednesday. For what? Bro, why does this team do all this talking?
It's probably like a handshake.
For what?
Stand up. This is the champion. We love him. That kind of thing. It's like a sign of good faith, I think, with him. That's all it is. Yeah.
Man, bump this. Oh, and apparently, Jason Kelce never retired.
Yeah.
Apparently. So that was some false news. Adam Schefter. Yeah.
There's 2 things to that. Either he was emotional. Well, there's probably 3 things. He was emotional in the locker room, said it, didn't mean it.
Mm-hmm.
He really doesn't know, or he's waiting because Schefter broke it. He's like, "Screw you! I'm not gonna let you do that." Kind of like what Tom Brady had.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which is like out of spite, which
could
be.
So I'm honestly going with number 2 and 3.
Yeah, I think
he didn't retire, and Schefter just.
He really doesn't know, and Schefter just
He there were some speculation on the Philly media that he may come back. He may want to run it back. But again, he hasn't specified. So
who's to say he's not waiting for Travis to figure out what he's doing?
I don't think he's waiting for Travis.
I don't think he's waiting on Travis.
Go out together.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't think he cares.
Mm-mm.
He must went out last year. He went on the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Right.
He even said all that crap came up on his podcast.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Well, I didn't want to be he's emotional and didn't want to." Make a decision emotionally. Yep.
But I mean, hell, if you're Jason Kelce in that situation, you don't want to go out like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
That's the thing too. He also didn't want to go out like that on that game.
I mean, hell, he it's not like he would have had anything to lose, but I'd rather him run back the Super Bowl loss than this one. This one is like, if you want to step away, totally understand.
Yeah.
But the Super Bowl run, hell yeah, you got to run that shit back. Jaguars hiring ex-Falcons defensive coordinator Ryan Nielsen for the same role in Duval. Okay.
Falcons was
Falcons ex defensive coordinator is working in the Jags now.
Mm-hmm.
So he will still be the DC in
Jags.
Yeah.
Which I didn't pay enough to the attention to the Falcons, but like, was their defense that good? Their offense was obviously abysmal. Their whole team was kind of a mess. So
I mean,
it was him, but,
Actually, this is interesting. Lions signing veteran tight end Zach Ertz to practice squad.
Yeah. He's ring chasing.
I mean,
he waited to do the last. Which good for him, but like he waited to the last possible.
No, Eric Weddle.
Oh, with the Rams? Yeah, that's true.
Bro waited till the championship game? Yeah. I mean, but Zach did it. Well, Zach signed to the practice squad. Right. But Weddle started. Bro was out there.
I don't think he'll start, but he'll definitely be on Peace Squad.
Ertz? Oh yeah.
Well, he's the only team that needed tight end help because Laporta's been hurt.
Yeah.
Is Detroit. So
right. Yeah.
He's not starting. No.
Oh hell no.
No, he's not starting. But if Laporta gets hurt again, because I know his ankle or knee was
It was his knee. He said he's like it's better, so he can actually start making cuts, and he's been playing better.
Another rest.
Yeah.
Week too, yeah.
But I mean,
he's not gonna play.
He's 100%.
100%. Mike Evans enters free agency hoping to remain with Buccaneers. Quote, I would love to be back.
That will be interesting. I don't know. I mean, like I said, he, at this point, I think is just money chasing. So if Tampa doesn't pay him.
Chasing that record.
Honestly, if I'm him, I'm hitting up Chris Godwin in this situation.
What do I do? Yeah.
Or what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? Are you coming back? Are you leaving? Because at this point, I mean, you might as well just still be that 1-2 tandem.
No disrespect to Tampa or Baker, they've plateaued because
Brady.
Yeah,
that's really it.
That's it.
Yeah, Brady, you lost. Arians is not there anymore.
No, it's
Bowles.
Yeah, it's
all team in the Super Bowl year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
From top to bottom.
Yeah.
Offense, defense. That was a tough team.
O-line was good. Yeah.
Yep. Sean McDermott on Bills' latest postseason loss to Chiefs. Quote, we were within a whisker of tying that game.
What a thing to say. A whisker of tying that game.
You were within a win gust.
Honestly,
he's gonna bring up something about what.
yeah. This team. This team is definitely just something else, man. I feel like there's times where I really wanted to say to scrap this entire team, but then at the same time, I feel like these people will be better if you just let go of what's keeping you from signing people.
Yeah.
So it's like,
the
Bills.
And the problem with the AFC, because we just talked about it, is it keeps getting better.
Yeah.
So you're going to keep running into Houston.
Yeah.
You're going to run into the Colts next year with Anthony Richardson. Let's say he was already good.
Right.
He comes back for a full season.
Right.
The Dolphins are still there. Mahomes is still there.
Jets.
The Jets with Rodgers.
I want to say the Jets with because we didn't get a full season.
We didn't, yes.
But
we didn't even get a
right, exactly. So I still want to say like, hey, watch out for them.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it really depends. It depends on Rodgers.
So I don't. The level of optimism should not be that high there.
Right.
I feel like they're just cursed.
There's
ticks on them.
It's like the Cowboys. It's the same thing. There's just a curse. Like no matter what talent you put on the team, you just chalk it up to like, they're not good.
Right. Exactly.
I don't know.
3 Super Bowls in a row.
Yeah.
And wasn't that call was cold when wasn't Jim Nantz said wide right the words that haunt Buffalo?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn. If I was a Bills fan, dude, I would have turned the lights off and gone to bed.
100%. Oh, and shout out refs for that marking the Packers 4th and goal or 4th and inches call. That was a bullshit. It was short. Yeah, that wasn't short.
Was that the 4th?
Yeah, that was the 4th one.
Okay,
yeah. Yep. That was a bad call.
Yeah.
The San Francisco Packers game when they were trying to go for it on 4th and goal, or no, 4th and inches, and they clearly hit the first down and they ruled it short.
Mm.
I'm like, bro, that was such a badass call.
And the Bills had that fake punt.
Bro, what the, like, that's why I put it on McDermott.
I get it, but also,
I mean, Jesus.
They give it to DeMar.
Yeah, bro hasn't even touched the field since last season.
He has not been on punt. He's not been on punting. But I do get the call. I mean, I know why they called it because they had 10 men on the field.
Yeah.
Bro, you're on your own 30. It's like 5 yards.
Just punt the ball.
Just kick the ball. Luckily, they had the hoopla that happened.
Yeah, but see, that's why I really like, because in the poll on YouTube, I voted Sean McDermott. Like, I think a lot of it went to, like, a lot of people voted Stephon Diggs, but I really blame Sean McDermott because of the calls that, like, you went from running the ball, even though they got stopped, they went from running the ball to passing the ball heavy. The drops, the misplays, it's like I just put more so the blame on Sean McDermott.
And Josh Allen's got it. Bro, you got to be careful.
Yeah.
You're a big dude.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
And those were design runs. So they were like, fuck it. Literally, like, fuck it, bro. Just take the ball and run. I mean,
he fumbled the ball too.
Yeah.
They're lucky.
That they got that fumble recovery. Yeah.
5 yards on it.
Yeah. Because as soon as I saw that fumble, I was like, yeah, that game's over, and they recovered it. Shit.
I think it was in the kitchen.
I was watching that. No, I was watching it. I was like, bro, they fumbled, and then bro scooped it. I was like, thank God. Because that fumble honestly would have ended the game.
That touchdown that would have belted. No, it was the touchback rule. Whoever scored that,
Hartman.
Yeah, Nicole Hartman.
Yeah.
If that scores, game over.
So, that too, but we'll actually keep an eye on that ruling towards the beginning of next season.
What are you gonna do?
What do you call it? You just call it where
they probably have to call it incomplete.
But the problem is like it's a fumble, so
right.
It's such a gray area.
Right.
Yeah, what would you call it?
You can call it anything but that.
Literally
cannot. That's been around forever.
They really out here holding the Chiefs' hand.
Oh.
Because that happened. That happened so many times this past season.
It happened so fast.
Yeah.
Like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Now here's my question. This is not off topic, but it's a little. Have the Chiefs been more hated in the last year or two than the Patriots ever were?
No.
Did you guys personally hate the Patriots more than the Chiefs?
No. About the same.
Crap.
About the same. Because obviously I didn't know growing up because I'm like, oh, that's my team.
Crap. Hold up.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Go.
So I hate it. I don't know because both of y'all they beat Philly in the Super Bowl. Yeah. So I can't.
They both did. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not even basing it off that. I'm just basing it off.
Who did you like more, Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes?
Neither.
It's not helping my cause. I'm trying to figure out.
Josh said I don't want to be that guy, but I feel like it's because of Taylor Swift. That's why the Chiefs are being so babbled.
Not even that.
There's
me at least. It's annoying, but it's just a dynasty. I don't like dynasties.
I don't mind dynasties because
I hate dynasties.
That's what this makes sports what it is. I mean,
it's natural to hate to see the same team win each year. It is.
Maybe all right. So I think my hatred for my anger for the Patriots is that they were just always winning. I just wanted to see another team in the Super Bowl,
and I figured that out. Yeah,
right.
6 straight years.
Right.
You'd started for 6 years and been in the
AFC
Championship for 6 years.
Right. I think what pisses me off more about the Chiefs is just even though Pat is a good person, sometimes he just comes off as a diva. Brady,
he's a little bit of a diva.
more than a diva, but I'm just gonna keep it clean for you though. You know, but bro, I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro, because I really feel like I just dislike the Chiefs more than I did the Patriots.
I don't know because I'm starting to look and I'm like I don't remember the Patriots got.
No, the Patriots got hate.
They got hate.
They got hate.
But this hate is getting very.
It was more so because y'all were always in the championship. Y'all were always winning, always in the championships. Yeah. It seemed like no matter like at the time, I was like the Ravens. I was hoping the Ravens would beat y'all, the Steelers would beat y'all, the Colts would beat y'all, and y'all.
Like we got the Chargers.
The Chargers would beat y'all, and y'all beat all those teams.
Falcons.
The fucking Falcons, the Rams. I was praying on y'all downfall just because I was tired of y'all winning. It was
the same thing, and I like I said, I get that. It's just.
But
with us, is it also because of Andy Reid?
No. Oh no, I love Andy Reid. I mean, because
to Andy, he didn't do anything.
Nah. I mean, was he supposed? I mean, but bro led us to a championship though. So it's like, I mean, I get it, we lost, but like we did go to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
No, I think it's just more so intense for the Chiefs because of just Mahomes and his family.
Yes, there's more surrounding Mahomes than
Brady. Right.
Brady was just go out play. You hate him because he was good.
I think it was also more of the players that were on the Chiefs. Like I know no one likes Tony, Kadarius Toney.
Yeah.
No one like Juju.
Yeah.
I know no one liked
no one likes Pacheco now.
Pacheco.
Yeah.
Who else? I know there's someone else. Another player. I mean, I respected the hell out of Jamal Charles. Respected the hell out freaking Eric Berry, dog. Respected the hell out of him. Yes, man.
Eric Berry when he came back from cancer and everything.
I hate how that bro, why is it always the safeties? Always the safeties.
Well, it's just
bro, I said that for a reason, dog. I said that for a reason, but no, it's the truth.
Ed Reed.
Yes.
Dude, there's always like the safeties, the cornerstone for us was McCourty for all those
years.
For some reason, you get a good safety and you just love them. And I don't know what it
is. It's always some unfortunate crap that just like, I'm like, why the safety in particular? But I think it's just more so like the people who play for the Chiefs. I think it's just more so like Mahomes' family as well that took over the limelight and they became annoying. I think Taylor definitely doesn't help.
Taylor, I think indirectly has turned because obviously, like I said, the NFL it's a money league. They want to make money, so they know Taylor Swift brings in money.
But it doesn't help that like after every other play, they're getting set up, and we get a 5-second clip of Taylor.
Yeah.
And then like the commentators have to make the comment about it. I'm just like, just keep it football. Don't keep.
And Romo on his, what?
Yeah, I mean that's no disrespect to Romo, but he's a plant.
Yeah.
No. Chris too.
Yeah, Chris too.
I think Chris is worse.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Andy Dalton could be playing in Week 7. That was very Mahomes like.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, dude.
Exactly.
No, that was
that was it was Collinsworth.
That was Collinsworth.
Yeah, where's Collinsworth? Because he always got that like he always got a drag.
He
out
drags
it. Yeah.
Just like what Tony
does. For some emphasis.
He says shit stupid. They just drag shit out.
Yeah, they gotta do that shit. Yeah,
good quarterback.
Exactly. See, yeah, short and sweet. No, they gotta drag sentences out.
Yeah.
But so I would probably say the Chiefs more. It was just more so like, but now looking back on those Patriots teams, I respect the hell out of y'all. Y'all kept it football.
Yeah.
No matter what the hell y'all did, y'all stayed the hell out of the media. The Chiefs are the opposite. Someone always in the media.
Because if Belichick had someone on that team that was in the media,
got him out of here, pulled him the next day. So I respect that.
Besides
Oof.
I was not going to say that.
No, we can't.
No,
we can't say that on the tube. Not on the tube.
You can't.
Oh, 100% not. I mean, I respected that. I like the fact that
Julian Edelman, you guys gonna like.
So at first, bro got on my nerves, but I respect.
Yeah, I could see
he was a little.
He has a personality.
At first, I was like, "Who the freak is this 5'8" motherfucker just coming here?" That's how.
Wes was,
yeah.
I mean, but Russ didn't say nothing. He just fucking balled.
Yeah.
Well,
Wes,
there was on the podcast too. It was Edelman's podcast, I think.
Yeah.
Him and Amendola were talking about how like they would get a concussion
and
they would try to figure out a game plan to like not get out of the game. They'd be like, "Yeah, tell him blah blah blah, you're dehydrated, something like that," just to like figure out any kind of story. Like they figured out ways to get past the concussion protocol.
Oh, okay.
Because they would be like, he would be like, "Yeah, I can't see right now."
So
like, I'm not leaving the game.
And I respect
and it's that kind of like.
I respect them for that. I respect that for them.
But I think too, social media, which we've talked about, has become more prominent. So we're getting more hate towards the Chiefs because we see it.
Right.
Like the Patriots in 08, 09, people were not on Twitter. There was no Twitter.
Right. There was like no social media, or I would say social media didn't become prevalent till like after 2013.
Yeah, it was right around that time.
Yeah, like 2011, 2012 ish, and then I mean, but we were still tuned in, watching. Like we just watched the game straight up for what it was. Oh, and speaking of Patriots, Chiefs Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce passed Tom Brady and Robert Gronkowski for most playoff touchdowns by quarterback wide receiver combo.
Cool. How many losses does Patrick Mahomes have? What is it? It's 2.
Yeah.
I think in his playoff career he has 2, and they're both to Brady.
Which
someone did say, could you imagine if he would have beat Brady twice?
That would have been.
Never heard the.
Ooh, wow, y'all, Pats fans would actually be on.
No, I would be on something, some sort of watch. I don't want to. Put it out there,
bro would be on self awareness watch.
Dial the hotline.
1-800 joint. Oh man.
Yeah, so I'll always take comfort in the fact that Brady's beat him twice.
That was not the passing of the torch. Bro just buried him.
Isn't that crazy? He had a chance to pass it twice.
Yeah, he said no. And Brady did. Bro was still chilling in the locker room.
And you could probably throw.
Everybody was hyped. Bro was just sitting here like, man, look at Brady like he ain't did this shit before.
And you know what's crazy? People could agree with this, I would assume. If you threw Brady on the 49ers right now, I think he would still beat Patrick.
Oh, 100%. Oh, 100%. Nickel and dime. Bro really don't have to do too much.
No. But, yeah.
Let's see. Baker Mayfield discusses future following to Lions. I can't say enough about this organization. I think he'll come back.
I love Baker. He might get overpaid.
Eagles fired defensive coordinator Sean Desai after 1 season with the team. Goodbye. And Bucks QB Baker Mayfield have mutual interest to return in 2024, which he will. Let's see.
Oh damn.
Lamar Jackson on noise over playoff failures before win versus the Texans. You know, I heard that. Deebo Samuels. Okay. Dalvin Cook dialed up for debut with the Ravens. Yeah, I saw Dalvin Cook out there. I think that is it. Oh, Raiders hire Antonio Pierce as a full-time head coach.
As they should, yeah. Kind of a no-brainer.
Oh, Max Crosby, you're going to leave?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Right.
That's the one situation. I wouldn't even say Max Crosby leveraged it. It was the right decision to make. That team played their heart out for him. So.
Whoa, bro came back from Thailand. Former Cardinals head coach Cliff Kingsbury to interview for Bears offensive coordinator position.
So he has a Caleb Williams connection somehow, which would make a lot of sense.
Well, let's hope that your quarterback doesn't yell at you.
I'll do it. I'll leave. I'll leave again.
Mike Tomlin expected to be back as Steelers head coach. Will look outside staff for new OC. Okay. Why is it every year this man's job is in jeopardy? I never understood. I'm like, bro has never had a losing season, and he's always up for
Let me pitch this.
And
it's not the longevity because McCarthy's only done it for 3 years, but it's kind of the same thing.
Mm.
McCarthy's last 2-3 years he's been like coach of the year in the regular season. the Steelers have hit the playoffs, and it's just
I think it's because Bro won more Super Bowls. I think that's what it is.
yeah. McCarthy has one. Tomlin has two.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean,
Do you
But look at the teams, though.
yeah, he's
That
doing
too.
Look
it.
at the teams between Dallas and the Steelers.
Oh, 100. Oh, that's a night and day difference.
That's a good point. That's
That
a
is
great
a
point.
night and day difference.
But like, the Steelers haven't won a playoff game in 6 years.
Neither has the Cowboys. Well, the Cowboys have won games, but they made it to the divisional round.
Yeah, they get bounced.
And so
I get the questions, but like also I don't think it's Tomlin. I think you're fielding Kenny Pickett, who had a bad OC.
oh yeah, that team
You
was
threw Mason Rudolph into a Buffalo Bills team that was red hot
that was a
Buffalo.
in Buffalo.
that was a raging dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick has second interview with the Falcons. This was on the 18th, so we're catching up on news.
So I'm dead now.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes sees Brady Manning rivalry forming between he and Josh Allen.
I didn't like that either.
Huh?
No, because they said that on CBS too. They were like, "This is Brady Manning." I'm like, "It's Brady Manning." Yeah.
Both quarterbacks won a Super Bowl, my sir. Definitely not the comparison.
No, and they're like,
Mahomes Allen.
"It's Mahomes Allen." It's not.
Right.
Don't compare it. It's a great rivalry.
I mean, if you really want to, we can say what Brady Rivers.
They're comparing Allen to Rivers right now.
I see it.
Not
and
the craziest comparison.
I mean, you may feel like it's a slight, but I mean, seeing what Rivers did in his last season, getting a team that wasn't even supposed to make the playoffs playoffs, I mean...
And it's not even a slight, because Rivers was a great quarterback.
A hell of
a
quarterback.
Got stopped by Tom Brady each year.
So, if anything, that's more of a rivalry.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to...
If you want to say, I would say Brady Rivers, but
yeah,
Brady Manning is...
Yeah, lore accurate is Brady Rivers.
Yeah.
Let's see. Derrick Henry feels Titans are headed in, quote, different direction, aiming to play for Super Bowl contender cap.
He wants to sign with Dallas. He's going to sign with Dallas.
Yeah.
Oh, he wants to play for a Super Bowl contender?
Yeah. Yeah, not that the Titans are.
Yeah, I was about to say, what?
What is he
talking about?
Right. Raiders Pro Bowl defensive end Max Crosby undergoes cleanup surgery on left knee. He'll be back saying explicit next season. Let's see. Ron Rivera is still interested in coaching. Enjoyed return to defensive play calling in 2023 to stay your ass out of Philly, and you can do whatever the hell you want.
Pop Warner or something.
Right. As we all know, again, late news catching up. Mike McCarthy to return as head coach of Cowboys in 2024. We were all aware of it. We're just letting it be known on the podcast.
And Dak.
Let's see. Players offer support for Nick Sirianni as Eagles conduct exit interviews. I might actually start doing this from bottom up next time.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Yep. And then we had the Patriots and draw mail intro. Let's see.
Oh yeah, did you hear what he said?
Oh yeah, you don't see. He definitely sees color, because if you don't see color, then you don't see racism.
Yes. This was moments after Kraft said he doesn't see color.
Right.
So no one ever brought that up. That felt like it was.
That was not scripted.
A slight against him, but
I don't think it's a slight. It's just more so like he's really just setting a tone. Like I'm head coach. This is what I see. This is what the direction that I want to lead this team in. So this is my mindset.
And I'm
fans, but it's also
oh yeah, I get that. But I mean, also I feel like he might be trying to set a precedence, because like he went on a podcast and said we have money to spend, we're going to spend it. He's not the owner. He's not in charge of that. He's not even the GM.
Right.
So it's like he's kind of calling his shot. He's like, no, we're going to spend it. Now he's making them aware, like, we have the money to spend.
Right.
So if we don't spend it, it's not on me.
Right.
But I don't know.
Let's see. Eagles center Jason Kelce on retirement. As we all know, will announce decision on future when it's time. And I think that is all. Hold on. Let me see. Let's see. Yep. Because I saw that Higbee tore his ACL. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, we are too far back. All right, so that is all the news. So going over the games, Baltimore took care of Houston. I mean, Houston just went up against a very tough defense. I mean, they did what they could.
It stayed close until it didn't.
Right. The Green Bay San Francisco game, I think that bad call would have went the call that ruled against them. If they got that conversion, that game would have went towards Green Bay.
He also made an absolute terrible throw.
That was a Brett Favre.
Throw it away.
Yeah.
That was a Brett Favre gunslinger across my body as a rookie.
Yeah.
It was just.
Yeah, that was him trying to win the game back in that throw.
And that's all. Well, he's not a rookie. I correct myself, obviously, but like first year starter.
Right.
But like that was him trying to do too much at that moment, and it showed.
And I understand too, because you know the pressure of just I'm like, all right, this is the last drive, gotta win the game for him.
Happen.
I get it.
They weren't supposed to be in that game.
Right.
The whole year they were never supposed to be in that game. So.
But it's the fact that they lost by 3. That's a very good sign for Jordan Love. So
it's also a very good sign for the Lions.
Yes. Yes.
It's also a bad sign for their kicker that obviously if he would have made that field goal, they would have
been
spot, but...
That would have won the coach's trust back.
Yeah.
The Tampa Bay Detroit game, that was actually a close game. Like the third, fourth quarter, that was very back and forth.
Back and forth, yeah.
I expected it to not be one-sided, but I was expecting Detroit to run away with it, which they did towards the end of the fourth.
But Tampa put up a fight. Maybe with more time in the game, they could have come back because they were kind of finding their stride. Baker on the last drive.
Yeah.
I think he was like 3 minutes down the field. But
yeah, the first quarter really did set up Detroit well defensively. I mean, it was tit for tat. It was like I think like 3-3, and so it was slow for both teams in the beginning.
And like I said earlier, the O-line let Baker down big time.
Yeah, definitely.
Detroit was getting at him.
Yeah, this was the same O-line that Brady was dealing with.
Yeah, last year, and like probably want to come back there.
Yeah.
Most of the time it was Aiden too.
Yeah, it was a disruptor.
Yep. And then not the beef, but it was just the comments that CJ made to Baker, talking about some watching film, and then he threw the ball back at him.
Yeah.
It was a pick. It was a deflected ball that his other teammate made, but he was rewarded with the pick. So
yeah, of course he was going to say something.
Right. And now apparently the CJ and Debo, they're having words. I just saw a video on one of the Philly pages on on Facebook. Apparently, he was saying like, "Oh, is this the same dude who requested a trade? This is the same dude who got mad because he was being treated like a running back and not a receiver." And, the whole thing with the whole Philly 49ers thing. So it's so funny how bro still got ties with Philly, and Philly fans wrote him off.
Yep.
So that'll be interesting. I think CJ definitely comes back to the Lions. I know he's on a 1-year deal.
I do too.
So he'll definitely get paid and come back. As a Philly fan, definitely missing you. I like the team who we have now, but as a Philly fan, I do. And then lastly, the Chiefs-Bills game. I mean, all throughout the pod, we were really just talking about how the Bills, I think this is with their schedule next season, depending on what they do this offseason, really depends what they do.
Yeah.
Moving forward. If they don't do a single thing like they did over this past offseason, they won't do nothing. They won't get as far as they will. And then they'll still lose to these top teams. I think they play the Chiefs again, and then they also play the 49ers. So, but my predictions for this coming weekend, 49ers Lions. What's the chances that the Lions go to the Super Bowl?
They're not 0. They're not high, but I mean
they're not low either, though.
No, they're not low. Without Debo, I think they're very high.
Especially after that.
Well, Debo is still. He's still. We'll just say day to day.
Yeah.
Because he's not out, but
he's not gonna not play.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, but this is the same shoulder injury that kept him out during the Browns game when he got injured. Kept him out 3 games.
Yes, that is true.
So,
that is true.
if Debo does not play and this offense changes, it's wide open for the Lions.
I don't know. I mean,
it's really all up to Brock.
Right.
San Francisco wins this game, but how they win it, nail biter. I think it's a little closer.
And that's a good point too, because depending on how they play the game and win the game, the Ravens will just eat them up.
Oh, yeah. And the thing is, it's like if the Ravens get past the Chiefs, which we'll get to that in a second, but I don't think San Francisco is playing well enough right now to contend with even Kansas City at this point.
Right. Right. I mean, because when they're on all cylinders, this is not a 24-point scoring team.
No.
This is definitely a high 20-something, 30-point team.
No, absolutely. Which they've shown they can do, but they have to fire on all cylinders.
Right. So I definitely think these next 2 weeks defensively will challenge Brock Purdy. But I know this week I'm going with the underdog. I want the Lions. I'm going with the Lions.
Give everyone with the Lions?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, do you think they'll pull it out, or do you think it's going to be San Fran?
I think they will.
I think San Fran will. I think San Fran will. They'll take advantage of Detroit defensively, but I'm going with the underdog. I'm going with the Lions. And then in the Baltimore Kansas City matchup, obviously be more.
Yeah.
Obviously, one be more. Like I said, I do think Kansas City goes.
I think defensively, because they actually put up a comparison, like a stat sheet to Ray Lewis's numbers and Roquan Smith's, and they were identical. Yeah. So it's like he's having a
great season.
He's having a godly year. I think
Kyle Hamilton back there at safety.
Yes.
They have their defense is good. Lamar's playing how he should be.
Right. I just think that offensively, it just really depends on how well they utilize their run game and how well they pass the ball.
Yeah, I'm 100%.
I mean, this is definitely going to be a team effort, and it definitely helps that Mark Andrews is back in the lineup, so it adds another dimension. So definitely Zay Flowers, OBJ, Nelson Aguilar, Isaiah Likely, and Mark Andrews, and then help from Dalvin Cook.
Yeah.
So like this team literally is. I wouldn't say it's stacked, but it's definitely.
This is the year for them to go.
Definitely.
Yeah.
The Lions too. I feel like if the Lions get their run game going.
Oh yeah, I mean, which they have too. Jameer Gibbs and Montgomery. Ever since I don't know when, but ever since Montgomery's been logging in like 100-yard games,
and he wasn't bad in Chicago. Yeah, but he's gotten even better.
But I'm glad he left. I'm glad he got up out of Chicago. That was probably the only thing that's the only thing that holds anybody back is being in Chicago.
It is, yeah.
Honestly,
just label them Chicago. And
right. But honestly, that's all I got for the pod. Really, it's just as football is winding down, less topics to talk about. But we'll actually start talking about more stuff like stuff. If you guys like,
start watching more hockey.
Yeah, definitely have hockey up. We're definitely starting. Oh, we're almost 2 months away from March Madness, which is crazy. So March Madness.
Yeah.
Yeah. No more
football games.
Yeah.
We're obviously
miss those shitty Monday nights.
Yeah.
I would say February is the one bad month because then
that's the end of football.
Then March hits. It's March Madness and then free agency.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? April's the draft this year. What about the draft?
Yeah.
Get predictions in for that.
We'll definitely be live for the draft.
Yep,
we'll definitely be let's see, we'll definitely have basketball up. I'll probably get another TV or I might have like 2 games on simultaneously.
Yeah.
So we can have some other games going on. So we'll definitely be more preoccupied than we were last year, struggling to find a game. So yeah, we'll definitely try to keep ourselves busy this off season.
Yeah. Ross.
Oh, whoa.
At this point, water polo, freak it.
Oh, God.
Oh, isn't the Olympics coming on this year?
Yeah, the Olympics.
Shoot.
Yeah, I forget about that. Yes, we'll have something to talk about.
Oh, yeah. Are we? Would we be interested in watching a live Olympics? I mean,
that's hard. It's hard.
Depending on what it is. I mean, okay. I know they always jump from like sport
got
to
it,
sport.
Got it. Okay.
If someone's chasing a record or something, depends on what it is.
But okay.
Like a gold medal round or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Okay. Just want to throw it out there.
Swimming, unironically, usually goes pretty crazy.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Swimming, yep. I know they're supposed to be adding a lot more games too. I think they were talking about like in the talks of three versus three basketball.
Okay.
I don't know if that's this year. Flag football.
Got it.
They're pushing for it. I don't know if it's this year
though. But I definitely think basketball.
Yeah.
Will be one.
Then we'll get to the playoffs in June and
yeah.
Circle back around.
So we'll definitely so the Olympics actually help. So we will not be bored.
It does, yes.
So that'll definitely be something.
I enjoy the Olympics.
Yes. But we definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank you to those who voted. So at the end of the poll, it looks like Josh Allen will take most of the blame for the Bills' loss. If I could vote, I'd go with Sean McDermott because them play calls was ass. But hey, I'm just a regular. Yeah. I just watch the sports. But we definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank you for everybody who came up. Oh, Cam's at the game. There. Appreciate those who interacted with us in the stream. We always appreciate our fans and our viewers. If you are new, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification too, so you know when we go live. We go live every Tuesday at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Definitely appreciate y'all again for tuning in. Till next Tuesday. Actually, y'all know how it goes. We leave the air, and then Wednesday some crazy story comes out that they should have just dropped today. But
holding out.
Right. It's just the nature of the beast. But we definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all so much. We out of here.